It was like just do what you got to do. That's basically like shut up and dribble. Like the
I
same.
mean,
That's the same
yeah. I
concept.
mean,
Like no,
yeah.
like fight for what's bigger than it's not about you at this point. It's about like the future.
I like I do like get like the meaning behind like don't. It's not about shut up and dribble. It's really not, like, honestly. But like it's definitely more about like how can you like perceive the situation like at the face value. Like, don't look in too deep into it. I'm just saying at face value, Colin Kaepernick had no reason to change. Like, I understand why you say like, okay, he wanted to change it so NFL wouldn't misconstrue that he was a bad quarterback or that he couldn't play.
And they would have.
And for all we know, they would have. But for all we do know, also they probably wouldn't. We don't know. Like, we don't know. It's too many. This is the same league that didn't handle the Ray Rice situation right at all. Like, I'm not gonna go into detail about the Ray Rice situation, but Ray Rice should have been suspended completely. So I personally just believe that he could handle it better. If you knew after, I think, because they don't give you the liability waiver the same day. They gave you the liability waiver.
They gave it to him like the day, like 15 minutes before the workout. They handed him the waiver, like a whole bunch of paperwork telling him to sign. That's why he didn't trust the NFL.
I mean, it's such a.
It was a lose-lose situation.
It was a lose-lose for Cap. I mean, the NFL won. The NFL got what they wanted.
They would have won regardless.
They would have won regardless.
Because if he went, they would have made him look. But he could have looked like prime Joe Montana, prime Peyton Manning, all matched together. Like, and they still would have found a way to make
yo.
I can see that.
Because, like, there's no way he's going to go there and be, like, absolutely perfect. He's going to throw a couple bad balls, and those bad balls are going to be the ones that are probably most likely recorded and sent to scouts and whatnot. I mean, like, just, like, him switching the venue, it sucks. Like, it really sucks because most likely the scouts didn't want to be there in the first place. And then the fact that you're like, oh, we're going to move it an hour away, it's like, bro, I'm not finna
like,
go
yeah, I heard it was like
anyways.
the workout was in like North Atlanta. It was like North Georgia.
Yeah.
He moved it to South Georgia. It's like an hour and a half drive.
Did you see like the executives out there?
Yeah, it was like
those are interns.
Like,
not,
there was nobody. There was nobody important, bro. I promise you, nobody was important. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, best way to sum it up.
It is what it is. I mean, it's tough, but hey.
I mean, we'll see further if he gets a job.
Do you think he gets a job again?
I don't. Honestly, it sucks. I don't see it. Like, I mean, the most likely scenarios of a team he would go probably the Bucks, maybe the Bears, Panthers. Like, I don't really see like a lot of teams that he can like thrive in. Like, as a backup, maybe, but I don't think he wants to be a backup.
He's not. Do you think he's gonna be a starter?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he wants to be a starter.
I was about to say, because a lot of teams, they won't rely on like your potential right away, especially if he's an older quarterback. That wasn't really,
how old is
like,
Kaepernick? Do you know? 30?
I think he's 30.
He's not old. He's honestly not.
He's not old in human time.
And he's not old, and he took 3 years off. So the 3 years off, like, he's basically like he's not as old.
You can look at it like that, but then if he gets hit by one of those NFL linebackers,
ooh, get smacked.
That's true. That's true. You got to get in football shape. You can't get in football shape unless you're playing football.
You can't. Yeah, you can't get in football shape running around, bro. 7-on-7 don't get you in football shape.
Yeah, I mean. Next topic.
All right, next topic. Miles, your boy, what you say on Twitter, bro? What you say? You can't. Hey, bro, I'm gonna say it. You can take the man out of Martin, but you can't take the Martin out the man. If you get the reference, bro, I appreciate you. Yeah, Myles Garrett, the Monday Night Massacre. That's what I'm gonna call it. The Monday Night Massacre. The whole situation is a mess. At first, I blame Myles because I was like, what in the hell are you doing? But further into it, I don't blame Myles. It's kind of vicious what he did. He did definitely lose his cool, though. But how do you feel about the whole situation?
You want to leave me off? Okay, I'll lead it off.
Yeah, you can start
I'm a Browns fan, so I'll just lead it off. But basically so honestly, like the situation was just a bad situation in general. It was 14 seconds left. You're down 14 points. I feel like you shouldn't be running the play in the first place. But I'm not blaming like Mike Tomlin or anything. That's not saying like it's their fault. But that's just you shouldn't be running the play like off the rip. And then Myles Garrett, like, it started, I guess, with him being like the excessive celebration, not excessive celebration, the what do you call it? Unnecessary reference.
Unnecessary reference.
So started with that, which I mean they didn't call that. It was just like it was a screen pass. So he went unblocked, and then it went from that. Then it went from I'm not sure if you haven't seen it. So basically, Myles Garrett was a screen pass. Myles Garrett tackled Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph, like when he's on the ground, he like grabbed him by the helmet. It was like trying to twist his head.
Bruh.
And he was like kicking him in the in the genitalia. That's what it seemed like. It appeared like
nah, man. Call like it is. Like,
like
if you watch it full speed, you really can't tell. But if you go in, zoomed in, and see, bro.
The image whenever they're like, oh, he grabbed him. I don't think he was grabbing him. I think he was just trying to get his helmet. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
He was trying to.
I think he was trying to grab. No, I'm talking about whenever like they were saying that he grabbed him in the genitalia.
Nah, he was trying to get his helmet. Yeah,
he was just trying to get his helmet. And, like, he was just behind. Myles Garrett was in front of the camera, So it was just a bad angle. But besides that, I mean, just the situation overblown. I don't think like legal action should be put against Myles Garrett. Like, it's football.
No. I seen that. I seen this said Mason's gonna press legal charge. I was like, bruh, nah, bro, it's football.
Mason Rudolph,
there's been worse. I promise you, there's been worse.
Like, it's
been
so much worse situation. Myles Garrett, like from what I've like seen from the NFL, what I've heard from the NFL, he's a really good guy. Like, he likes paleontology.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
He doesn't mess with anybody.
He's a stand-up guy.
Whenever Odell and Jarvis and all those dudes came over to the team, they're like, "How are you gonna fit in with this team?" He's like, "I really don't know. I'm just a different dude." He's a quiet dude. He doesn't like just for appearance doesn't match his personality. You would think he was like a nerdy dude. If you just like had his personality, you would think he's a nerdy dude. But he's actually really, like, from what I've heard, he seems like a really nice dude.
But the thing I tell people is, like, when you play football, there's a level of insanity. Nobody that plays football is mentally stable, like, up there. I promise you. It's impossible to play this game and be 100% like mentally like capable. You're insane. There's no logical explanation for why you should be running full speed into another man. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So, like, this Myles is wrong, but I always try to think, if I was in his position, what would I do? And honestly, like,
I wouldn't have hit the man in the head.
I wouldn't have hit the man in the head with the helmet.
I would have left.
But at the same time, if you hot on the football field, anything can go at that point. Like, it's survival mode kicks in. You're already in a form of survival mode.
Rudolph, he just didn't help the situation by, like,
Mason made it worse. If anything, like, he pursued him.
Like, just leave it alone. Like, you have no helmet. Why are you even like
after Myles?
That's really like a rule in the football field. When you don't have your helmet
just
on,
stop, bro. Just stop. What are you
like? Handle it.
His offensive lineman, thank God for is it DeCastro? DeCastro separated Myles. DeCastro's a big human.
He took him down.
Yeah, like you just know DeCastro's strong. He took down Myles Garrett.
He's probably just telling him like, "Hey, calm down."
And then Pouncey got fined too, and I think
him in the head.
But nah, man. But that's defending. That's defending your guy, man.
The punches didn't make any sense. It was like he punched his helmet.
I mean, but you have to think about it. Like, let's say, for example, like Leak back in high school, Leak gets late hit, right? Leak reacts. I'm not saying Leak would, but just saying Leak reacts the same way Mason Rudolph would, and then. What are you doing as a?
I'm jumping in.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think Pouncey should ever got fined. Pouncey did what he had to do. You know what I mean? I think Myles Garrett probably should have got some more leniency. He did need to get suspended for the rest of the season.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, for the rest of the season.
They said his what do you call it? His hearing, something like that.
He's getting a hearing from the NFL. Really? Is that serious?
He said he might be like done, but like it's a hearing to see if he's done.
Oh, forever.
Yeah. I doubt he will be. Like,
it's not that serious, bro. I don't think it's that serious. Oh, hey, we were trying to figure it out for a minute, bro. Y'all ain't peep game. We was in the background doing work, trying to get it
for y'all, man. Take it to the next level.
For real. But like, I don't think the NFL should suspend him indefinitely. He should not get anything more than a full season, or if not a full season, but at least the rest of this year, at least the first.
Did you like Mason just getting a fine?
He got a $250,000 fine. That's a quarter of a million.
He's on a rookie contract.
Hey, real quick though, I feel like Shannon Sharp hit it right in the nail whenever he said it. He was like, whenever you step on somebody's shoe or somebody steps on your shoe, it doesn't require you to go full out and assault them. Right? Yeah. So if it's something like small, he was doing that, but you could tell he was mad. He got his back. Okay, he matched it, but then he went one up on it. Wouldn't you say that was a little too far?
Yeah, he definitely was. Like I said, the helmet swing was completely too far. Rigging his helmet off, cool, understand. Not cool, but like.
We can justify it in football terms.
Like, I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you're like in the game, like you're just like your blood's flowing, your adrenaline's running. Like it happens, but like the hit him in upside the head.
Hey man, man,
Mason was just you could tell he was frustrated. He threw 4 picks.
Picks, man.
It could have been 6. There was 2 drop picks.
He looked bad, but at the same time, I don't think Myles Garrett. I don't want to say I don't think his intentions was malicious. I just think it just turned out bad. Again, like, and if you've never been in pads, you probably wouldn't understand.
Not even in pads. Have you ever fought with your siblings?
Yeah, man.
You don't think.
You're not thinking. You're in survival mode.
Just like,
yeah, man. You're just in the gutter.
Yes,
bro.
Somebody one of your siblings just make you mad. Like, you don't even think.
You're not even thinking. You just.
It is what it is. Whatever happens.
And that's what it was. And it sucks because there's been worse incidents in the NFL. If you know anything about Miles Alzado. Yeah, Cortland Finnegan, Andre Johnson. Miles Alzado was beating guys up with helmets back in the 70s.
Who else? Not even in the 70s. You can look back probably like less than 10 years ago. Richie Incognito was pretty terrible. Like, it's
Martellus Bennett in the Bears practice.
But that's the thing. That's people were saying. That's what people were saying all the time. That this happens.
This happens. It just happened to be on Monday Night Football.
It happens. Like in practice and training camp, people hit each other with helmets.
Yeah,
it happens.
This happens more than you think. It just happened to be on Monday Night Football and everybody in the world was watching. So, do you think Myles Garrett's career is done though? Like, what do you think this does for Cleveland? Like, you guys on a winning streak too.
You know, I was really seeing that 10-6 vision in the wild card. But as of right now, I feel like it's just looking real 9-7. It's looking real 9-7.
Dang.
It's looking real 9-7, and it's looking more like you know when like there's the wild card where it's like you put yourself in the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Ours looking like people gotta lose.
you gotta get
like on week 17, we're waiting to see if like the Bills lose. Like it's one of them.
Bro, like how the Steelers were last year, they were still in Heinz Field watching the game.
It's looking real. Like that's the vibes right now.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah. Do you think
he's the best player on defense at least?
He's the best player on the team.
I'll say yeah.
Him and Joe Schobert are problems to deal with. So you think? Yeah. How you feel about it?
Right, on the instant, I feel like he should be fine. Maybe out for I could see more out for the rest of the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
What about next? Like up to next season?
I was about to say I don't think so.
Because if it's just this season, that'll be 6 games. Like that's kind of miniature.
Yeah, it's kind of. He definitely deserves 6 plus 8.
I mean, yeah, but then again, football stuff happens all the time.
That is true.
And
I think because it happened to the quarterback is why it's so bad.
And it happened on live TV.
I don't think it's I think it's the quarterback. Because he did it to the. If it would have been like another lineman he did it to, I don't think the situation would have been. He probably would have been suspended for this year and then next year be back. But since he did it to a quarterback, even though he was not known, just the way the NFL wants to protect like the face of the team so much, like I think that's what like seems worse than what it is.
Imagine if it was Big Ben. Oh my God.
Imagine if it was Patrick Mahomes.
Jeez. His man.
Bro would have been like,
you out of there. Get him out of here. He's done. Miles is finished. All right, man. We're gonna talk about Cowboys. We're gonna talk about the Cowboys. Dak is playing. I hate to say it,
lights out.
He's back to playing like he was week 1, 2, and 3. He's playing excellent, extravagant, spectacular.
Is it better than Jacoby Brissett?
No, but he's playing amazing football. He's actually making a late MVP push. If Dak continues,
he's been an MVP push.
Hey, no, he has. Nah, man, please stop it.
Trying to carry the team.
Oh, brother, he is carrying the team because Zeke ain't carrying the team no more.
Just think about it like this: if Dak wasn't having the year he would, what would the Cowboys do?
Oh, y'all would be at least 4 wins, 5 wins. Because Dak is playing. Dak is playing out of his mind. Like he's playing for that contract for real.
If you really think about it, if you look at all his stats, he's first in QBR.
He is?
I believe so.
He's top 10 in every he's top 10 in literally every major stat. And he's first.
He's passing yards. I'm like,
no, he's top 10 in QBR.
No, he's not.
QBR passer.
I'm in the trenches.
It's 1. I'm telling you.
I'm in the trenches right now.
He's in passing yards. 1, he's in yards.
Oh my God, Dakota Prescott's number 2 in QBR. He's only behind Russell Wilson by. There's not even a point.
But check passer rating.
I'm at passer rating. Let me see.
Because he was 1 at something like a couple weeks ago.
Passer rating.
He's number 1 at passing yards and yards per game right now.
Passer rating is 8th.
Oh, it's still top 10 in every statistical stat for a QB.
But he's not even like 0.5 off of Russ. I think Russ is 78.2 and Dak is 77.8.
You can't fault them behind being like a Hall of Famer.
I mean, honestly, if you just look at it, like a lot of the people like down Dak's game this year just for his picks, but if you really look at it, a lot of those picks were just like
a lot of his picks were receiver fault.
Yeah,
the Cowboys lead the league in drop passes, which is actually that's an actual statistic. Like you can look that up.
I said that y'all didn't believe me.
And the drop passes also lead to interceptions.
Still don't.
So that Hail Marys.
He has 2 picks on Hail Marys. And you can minus those off. Like you can just take those off.
So
I mean, they happen, but
he has one with him. I vividly remember Amari Cooper dropped it. It could have been a better pass. It was one where he was going to cross the middle and he threw it like a little bit behind him. Not really behind. He threw it right on
against Green Bay.
You're right on him. So like usually on those passes, you want to throw it like in front of the receiver.
That against Randall Cobb, his first interception of the year versus the Redskins.
But he hasn't played bad.
I mean, my thing is with Dak, like if you could play, you played. I was a fan week 1, 2, and 3. You played terrible for 4 games straight, and then you want to figure it out the last 2 weeks. Like, where is the consistency? Like, if I want to put you in the same category of Russ
or Jacoby
I want to put you in the same category as Russ, Drew, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. You have to be consistent. Everybody I just named is consistent at what they do best. Dak has not shown me consistency. When Dak is hot, he is the best quarterback in the league. And I hate to say it, he really is. And if he's not number one, he's a really good number two.
He has a clutch factor. It's undeniable.
He's a really good number two.
I was about to say, if you really look at it, man, what's really just letting them down is honestly
his defense. Honestly, all right, when I look at I was literally finna segue to that. When I look at the Cowboys, like every time I just watch, it's always like a play that you're like, man, if they had a better safety, like that wouldn't have happened. And like you think, why didn't you trade him first?
Why didn't you go get Earl Thomas when you did? Because he's doing wonders for Baltimore's defense.
They've had so many chances to get good safeties. That's the thing. Like
two in the last year.
Like, bro, did they skip pass on They didn't pass on Derwin, did they?
No, they didn't.
Too far.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say.
If they passed on Derwin, that's ridiculous. Yo, they need to fire whoever's there.
They'll definitely get one in the draft this year. But like, yeah, every time I watch like just their plays, like man, they had like a really, really good safety, like a ball hogging safety, or somebody that's just really versatile. Like it would be dangerous. Like they would be really, really dangerous.
Do you think that can win the MVP?
No, it's too far.
Dang, bro.
He can win an MVP in his like career, but like this year it's not a. But the league's like love Lamar right now. Like
yeah,
loves Lamar.
They're really just going for that underdog.
Hey man,
even
look.
though Russell Wilson's really
if Russell, not gonna hold you. If Lamar wins and Russell stays at 2 interceptions and throws like 33 touchdowns, that's a travesty. That's a legit travesty because that's one of the greatest quarterback years we ever seen in like history. That's really a legit travesty.
That's similar to what Aaron Rodgers did.
Yeah, like that.
Year.
Yeah, and it's a legit travesty. It would be a travesty.
But you're comparing that to Patrick Mahomes' year.
No, I'm just talking about in general. Nobody even put Aaron Rodgers in the conversation. I'm not talking about winning.
Well, I was about to say that.
Now my question is like, the Cowboys haven't struggled in the last 2 weeks, but I think a lot of things that people aren't talking about is the running game has been lackluster to say that. Yeah, I mid.
2 bad games.
Yeah, man. So like. Do you think like you guys still like make the playoffs? This is like not I don't say make the playoffs, but do you think you guys can make a deep playoff run without Zeke like being effective?
All right, I'll be honest with this. I'd say like without Zeke, it will be a lot harder. But I feel like there's gonna be a few of those games where you just don't really count him in, and then he'll pop off like a consistent 2, 3, 20-yard run or something like that. Because that's what
he's gonna do. Yeah,
because like it's gonna be the games that you don't expect for him to go off. Maybe one against the Patriots, for all we know. I mean, it's very unlikely, but it's a possibility.
This is honestly like this is what I want to see. Like, I'm not sure if it's just that like Zeke being not as good as he used to be, or I'm not sure if it's just them filling the box and allowing Dak to look as good as he is right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say, to piggyback off what you're saying, like with the older offense coordinator Scott Linehan, he has more of a like run first kind of idea.
Yeah.
And now that Kellen Moore's, right?
It is Kellen.
Yeah,
it is Kellen.
Yeah. Now that Kellen's making all the play calls, what's he trying to do? He's trying to show like how great of a play caller he is. He's trying to show off like his new toys. He's like, oh yeah, we have Randall Cobb. Let's see how good Dak really is. So he's just trying to get the most out of what he got right now.
I mean,
and it comes out as like he's neglecting Zeke a little bit more. Even though, like,
I see it.
Fun fact, I think he has 2 more carries this year than he did last year at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen that set literally this morning.
I know he's not in the top.
It's crazy that he's really like splitting carries more now than he has ever had.
I know he's not in the top 5 rushing. The top 5 rushing is McCaffrey, Cook, Chubb. Yeah, he is. Chubb, Jacobs having a crazy year. Fournette, Chris Carson, and then Zeke. So like, and he has a really good like yards per carry at 4.3, but then you have to factor in that Derrick Henry,
you know, it's really crazy.
Is a yard behind him, and he has 4.5.
Like, when you look at like that, like the fact he's even like in the top 10, and then Dak is like number 1. Like, where's the Cowboys? The Cowboys like gotta have like the number 1 offense, right?
I believe
they have to, like, with that, just that stat in general. Like, you have the number 8 running back in yards, and you have the number 1 quarterback in yards.
I think for a while they were number 1 in offense.
I think Baltimore surpassed them, but I know they're top 3.
Oh, that's a crazy stat when you think about that.
I mean, I'm still not sold on Dak. Are you sold on Dak? Because I'm still not.
I've been sold on Dak.
I was sold, and then he disappointed me for 4 weeks.
I'm like one of Dak's biggest defenders. Like,
I'm one of his biggest haters.
I was about to say, if you just sit down, like if you look at,
he's not a bad quarterback though.
I'm not even say if you look at those games, like one they really game planned it, and the others where they had just had many variables going into it. Amari hurt. Amari didn't play.
Me personally, his worst game was the Jets game. I think they underestimated the Jets. The Jets are a really bad team. They are, but like
their defense can play.
Yeah, they can
when
play.
they want to.
I feel like they really underestimated them. They won the game thinking, oh, it's an easy win. Who did they play the week before? The Saints.
No. Was it? No, I don't think so.
But whoever they play, I'm pretty sure they won. They probably went in there like, oh, this is like, I mean, just get this quick win and then
Go home, and then Jamal and them boys were like, nope.
I was gonna say, was that the Ghost game?
No, that wasn't the Ghost game.
That was before.
But
that was before then.
People are really sleep. I'm gonna be real. The Jets have won 2 out of the last one. That's all off topic. They won 2 out of the last one. And Sam Darnold like 7 touchdowns to 2 picks.
Are they making the playoffs?
No, they're not.
Are they picking in the top 10? Yes, they are. Thank you.
No, oh yeah, they will. That's off topic. I'm just saying.
I mean, hey, Dak for MVP. No. But moving on.
Top 5.
But moving on. Back to more. He's top. Yeah.
He's
in this discussion.
Let's just say if he does.
If Dak continues to play like he is, he's gonna finish at least 3rd.
Yeah.
It might be one of.
Right now.
No, he's not. He's 4th.
He's 3rd.
No, oh God, he's not.
In my board.
No, he's not.
3rd in my board.
Okay.
Who's
Anyway,
over him? It's all right. Just like Lamar.
Mm-hmm. Russell.
Dak.
No. I put that boy Kurt Cousins at 3rd than anything.
Yeah,
Hey, Kurt is balling out of his mind. Hey, Skull Vikings. Skull Vikings.
So we missed a game, but if you really look at that Cowboys versus Vikings.
Hey, man, Kurt played crazy.
Bro, he literally threw one good pass, and that was behind him, and the receiver had to
Really
adjust.
Hey, not gonna hold.
Stephon Diggs looking like a menace this year. Like he's on a like rampage.
So there was that, and then the rest where it was dumping the ball off to Dalvin Cook that was making those runs.
Hey,
They won though.
Yeah, that's all I want to know. That's all I want to know.
All right. They just gave Dak the ball.
All right, more quarterbacks from Dak's greatness to Mitchell's sorrows and worries, and I'm so depressed.
I called it.
Like I'm so depressed. I'm so depressed.
I wish we had this podcast like for like years.
Right.
We would pull this tape up and we would have seen it.
Catastrophe in Chicago,
bro. It's not. I'm not.
He could really judge quarterback.
Bro, I first of all, I'm not a quarterback evaluator. Never will be. I can judge every other position. I can judge kicker. I can't judge quarterback. I'm too big on underdogs. But Mitchell Trubisky got benched this week on Sunday Night Football. They blamed it on the hip. That's the question I was going to jump into. Do you think it's an injury benching to really? Because he's been hurt for the last month and a half now.
It's an ego benching. His pride is hurt. You can see it.
But I mean,
you can literally see it when he plays. You can tell he's not having fun. Like you can watch, like a regular fan can see that this dude is not having fun out there.
It's not the Mitch from last year, bro. Mitch from last year looked like he just wanted the ball.
Mitch from last year didn't have any film.
Hey man,
that's why he looked good.
Hey,
there was no film on him. It's just obvious.
Mitchell Trubisky has now become the Blake Bortles of this year. He has gotten that award. He's the worst starting quarterback in the NFL.
The defense is just fed up. They're not.
The defense. You can tell the defense is like, bro, we're not gonna win these games, bro. Like, forget it.
There's no way they should have lost to the Rams.
They shouldn't. The defense played great against the Rams. Like, they forced 2 turnovers. Still didn't win the game. Like,
there's no way they should have lost. But Mitch has just been. I think he's statistically the worst quarterback in the NFL.
No, he is. I think he has. Let me pull up the stats. I know.
That's saying a lot.
Man, let me pull up the stats.
Dwayne Haskins is a starter right now.
Hey, man.
I'm not saying Dwayne Haskins.
It's not Dwayne's fault.
But his surrounding cast is awful. Besides McLaurin, he has nobody.
It's not, man. Dwayne Haskins is 2-5. I just looked at that. I'm sorry. I just had to look at that. That is garbage. Technically, the worst starting quarterback would have been Marcus Mariota, if we're being technical. But he doesn't start no more. So Mitchell Trubisky is been. Oh my God, these stats are terrible. So Mitchell Trubisky QBR is 62.4. He has 1,500 yards. Jeez, he's thrown for 175 yards per game, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions in Week 11.
Relied a lot on the heavy game, on that run game, man.
They should have never got rid of Jordan Howard, if I'm being honest with you.
I'm speechless. I didn't even know it was that terrible, though.
They should have never got rid of Jordan Howard. Tyreek Cohen's I wouldn't say a great player. He's a good player, but to me, he's more of a gadget player.
To
have him as a leading running back it's not the best idea.
His QBR is so bad. The only 2 quarterbacks that are just
what's his QBR?
Is, bruh, please don't laugh. But it's 36.8.
You know, if you throw the ball on the ground, every play you get a 32.
Bruh, he's close.
If you spike the ball, you get a 32.
The only 2 quarterbacks that are just as bad as him is Mason Rudolph and Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen is awful.
Kyle Allen is 36-7, and Mason is 35. But this is terrible football.
Just the Bears. Do you think the Bears can swallow their pride and draft a quarterback next year?
Oh, they trained for Cam. That's the move, bro. If I don't know what,
you think that no, I'm talking about say they can't get Cam because they don't have a first round pick.
They don't. So they don't have the leverage.
Oh, they don't have first.
No, they did it all for Khalil. They did it all for Khalil.
No. But you think they'll be able to swallow their pride and like just get another guy in there? Because that's basically just like saying you were wrong.
That front office drafted Mitch to be the future. They are not. They didn't give up on Mitch midway through the season. Like not midway, week 4 when he played terrible. So they're not gonna give up on him in week 11. The bench.
I'm talking about coming into next season.
Next season, nah.
Like,
I think
they'll give up on.
I think next year is his contract year.
This is 3rd year.
Yeah, it's his 3rd year, so it'd be his contract year. Be pushing, and they can also take his option up.
It's 4th year. His
4th year is his option. So it's 2 more years. So I don't think they're finished with them, but I think it's really disappointing to see Mitchell not make any, and I mean no strides.
You know what I don't understand? It's like I'm not. All right, so the whole y'all didn't get Patrick Mahomes. I'm not really gonna like trip on that because Patrick Mahomes, he was in the Big 12.
Everybody throws big.
Everybody's numbers are inflated. You know what I'm saying? So you can look at any quarter. You can look at
Case Keenum.
Will Greer. He looked great in college. Hey. And then he played and he was like a pick machine. So I'm not saying
Case Keenum has NCAA records.
But the fact that they didn't like. The fact you didn't get Deshaun Watson was in the same conference. He was in the exact same conference. Played the exact same teams. Went to a better program. Beat Alabama.
You know what's funny? Lamar was in that same conference too, the ACC.
It's not even just like exactly.
Like
and he looked good. Then Mitch, he didn't even look like honestly. Like I swear, like whenever the draft was coming around, I was like, let me see who this Mr. Trubisky guy is. So I watched the highlights. Like nothing was like, oh, this dude's a stud. He literally looked like a Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart. Like he looked like that type of like tears. Like I'm good, I guess. Like I'm talking about like college wise. Like,
granted, in his defense, Matt Nagy's play calling has not been stellar this year.
I wouldn't blame it on him. I blame it on, like it's play calling can go as far as your quarterback lets you.
Which is true, but when Mitchell last year,
arm talent is not good.
Oh no! I don't think anybody drafted Mitchell for arm talent.
If you watched last year, like it wasn't even like the greatest, like it wasn't Mitch, like it really wasn't.
It was money.
It was
Mitch.
a whole bunch of disguises. No, I'm not even saying that.
It was money.
No,
Mitch.
It wasn't at all. It was a whole bunch of disguises, a whole bunch of screen passes.
God, it was money.
Like it was the defense carrying. It was a lot of 10-7 wins, 21 to like 17 short scoring games. Like it wasn't like. Nothing was Mitch last year. Mitch didn't win a game.
He was Mitchell.
He didn't win a game. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he won a game, but he didn't win it. That makes sense.
I think the worst part is like we knew week 1 when they played the Packers and the Packers beat the brakes off them boys. I think that was like.
And you can see all the opportunities that were left on the field.
Oh my
like,
gosh!
Bro, like, why are you
not? Yes, the pick and double coverage is still on my mind in week 12. Yeah. Why did you? It was bro. And when Tremaine Williams said we knew the exact throw, we knew what he was gonna. I was just like, man, nobody respected.
It's not helping your confidence is going.
I think I stopped calling him Money Mitch week 5. He's not just Mitch. He hasn't become Mitchell yet.
I've never called him Money Mitch a day in my life.
He's been Money Mitch since I met him.
I swear when I seen them draft him, like they moved up. I swear when I seen them moved up one spot.
That was still crazy. I thought they moved up
one spot to draft him.
I thought they did that to get Deshaun.
Wasn't even gonna draft him in the first place.
Man, I thought it was gonna get Deshaun. I thought that was really, but I mean, the problem is their offense is really structured weird. Like they don't have a big possession receiver, but they have Allen Robinson. He's not big. He's like 6'3". I'm talking about big, like possession body. I mean, he's a body. But I'm saying big, like body guy. Like they don't have a body guy. They have a possession guy, but Allen Robinson doesn't really run.
If you put any top 10 quarterback in with those weapons, like they would succeed.
Well,
honestly,
that's an adequate offense.
Yeah, if you give Lamar that offense,
I wouldn't say that's just
God.
like the greatest offense in the world, but that offense is good enough to at least win you like 10, 11 games.
Do you think this is the end of the Mitch era though?
It is. It was the end whenever. What year was he drafted? 2017. Mm-hmm. It was the end then.
Wow.
You know what would be a Chicago-esque move? If they get a quarterback from Carolina that isn't named Cam Newton.
So who?
Kyle Allen?
Mm-hmm. Will Greer?
Kyle Allen.
Really? Oh God, no! Please, they don't need that in their life.
I think they would.
They don't need that in their life. They really don't.
They don't have a first
I can see Teddy Bridgewater.
I can see Teddy for sure. They play crack for Teddy. Oh my God, they play crack for Teddy. They'd give up their soul for Teddy Bridgewater.
Kyle Allen was still balling the way he was like earlier in the year. Like I would see that.
He was on a rookie of the year pace. I don't know what happened.
But like now, like if these past 2 games have been
very not even.
Why would you bring him in if he looks mid?
Hey, that's what Chicago does. That's what Chicago does.
And they wouldn't have to pay him a lot.
They wouldn't. I mean,
all he has to do is be a game manager, and he has all the weapons.
That's exactly what Teddy Bridgewater is, though.
Hey, but he's a really good game manager. He's a really good game manager.
He'll get you like 4 field goals.
I mean, It's over. It's not over, but it's almost over. It's pretty much. You could throw a kicker back there, quarterback. They play better than Mitch. It's bad. It's really
I bet if
bad.
Chase Daniels had any glimpse of looking good, he would have been the starting quarterback.
yo.
I'm gonna be honest. Like,
honestly,
if Chase Daniels looked like anywhat decent whenever he like came in for those opportunities, like every time they put Chase Daniels in, they're just
like, please, come on, Chase, come on, prove us wrong, come on, please, bro, please, we gotta move on.
You're gonna waste Khalil Mack.
You know what's crazy? In a fantasy world, I'd love for Colin Kaepernick to go to the Bears, but it's not gonna happen. I wish, but he's on par with Mitch, like he really is. And I think I said Saturday that Colin didn't show me anything in his workout to show that he was better than Mitch, but then Mitch played Sunday night, and then I was like, yeah, I scratched that whole thought back. I don't know about all that no more, bro.
Yeah,
so
this is the end of the Mitch. It's short-lived, but it's the end. Is it the
another
biggest bust?
Nah, there's been some bad ones. Kevin White's a bad Chicago bust.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a very recent one. So Kevin White's probably their biggest bust. Mitchell is second, but Kevin White is definitely their first.
Bust.
Yeah.
One was more injury prone.
One wasn't his fault.
Can you just say to the mic that he's a bust?
No. I hope just like I have hope in Blake Bortles, I have hope in Mitchell. I won't lose hope until it's like obviously appear that these guys just are terrible. So speaking of injuries, hip injuries and leg injuries and body breaking, and Tua got hurt again. That's all it is. Tua got hurt again. What is this? The second time this year?
It's a blessing in disguise, in my opinion.
What? What is Alabama gonna do?
No, I'm talking about for Tua.
Oh, for Tua, I don't.
Tua, this is a blessing. He already got his national championship.
Yeah, he's good.
So he's good.
He's certified.
This is he has an insurance policy though. So if he doesn't get drafted in the first round, he still gets that money, like the first round money.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot who else did it, but like I was watching one of the podcasts earlier, like the actual NFL podcast.
Oh, okay.
So this is like legit
information. The league guys.
This is legit information. Yeah, so he'll be able to like reconcile that money, so he won't lose that first round money. So basically, it's a blessing in the sky for me. He's gonna fall to a better team, like similar to what Lamar did. Lamar wouldn't be what he is if he was in Cleveland, just because like the team was in.
Oh, God forbid, no, please.
Exactly. I'm being realistic. I'm a Cleveland fan, but I'm realistic. Like that wouldn't have been like the perfect situation for him. Like Lamar needed a stable franchise to build around him. The same thing with I feel like Tua. He's gonna need a stable franchise like build around him. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Tua has like a lot of flaws in his game. He depends on the receivers a lot. He really just throws it up and just hopes. He's really accurate, which is a good thing. Like same thing with Lamar coming in. He's really, really accurate. People say he wasn't. He's accurate. But anyways, with Tua, he's gonna fall to a team like the Chargers, the Panthers.
Ooh, the Chargers needed Tua. Yeah, that's a good one. He's gonna fall to a
really good organization, in my opinion, and that organization is gonna.
Even if the Saints can get a Tua,
they'll probably give Phillip Rivers one more year deal. I really don't take Phillip as the type of guy that will teach Tua. He's too much.
Nah, Phillip's a cool guy. But I don't think he's gonna Big Ben him though. I don't think he's gonna get Big Ben him.
But
he's a competitor, but he's not gonna Big Ben him.
Having him in the room with Phillip, he'll probably learn behind him. They'll sign because Phillip's gonna be a free agent this year. So they'll probably just have him.
He's not having a good year.
Have him sign him a 1-year deal. Let him learn, and then he'll succeed. I can see him doing good with Carolina too.
I'm just going through Tua's injury history at Alabama in 2018. Man, trust me, it's crazy. In March of 2018, he broke his index finger, needed surgery for it. In October through November of 2018, he separated his knee and quad, which required surgery again. In December of 2018, he had a tightrope surgery on his left ankle that he suffered in the SEC championship game. And then in October of 2019, he had tightrope surgery on the right ankle. And this past Saturday, he just shattered. I think they said he shattered something in. He said he dislocated his right hip and posterior. He had a posterior wall fracture. Okay, he fractured. He didn't shatter it. He fractured it. So he fractured it, ruling him out for the rest of the season. Tua is probably the best Alabama quarterback, just in talent. Just talent. Yeah. The best Alabama quarterback to come in years. I think AJ McCarron was the closest. I thought you were about to say ever. No. AJ McCarron was the closest.
Like who's better talent wise?
That's you gonna put BJ Sims?
That's true.
Blake Sims? Not BJ. Blake Sims? No. So exactly. So Tua is the best. I mean, you can say Jalen, but Jalen's not there no more, so he don't count. He cancels himself out. So like he's the best talent quarterback Alabama's had in at least 6 years. And he has not been able to stay healthy. And it bothers me because he has some of the best high school to college talent in the world playing with him. And he just cannot seem to fight the injury bug. And that is concerning because if I'm a GM, I'm seeing you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 injuries in a span of a year.
He's not a tall guy either.
No, I'm not picking you in the first 3 rounds, dude. You're a 4th round pick.
No,
Seriously.
That's a little.
Nah, man. I can't.
That's a Jalen Smith kind of pick.
Yes, and I think
That's second round.
No. He's the other dude that he got he had the insurance policy.
Oh,
so
Jalen got the insurance, but Jalen should have been.
He still got his first round
Jalen
money.
should have been top 3 coming out of Notre Dame.
He still got his first round money.
So I mean,
that's the other dude.
What does this mean for Alabama and pushing for the playoffs? Because they're 5th seed. I said 5th seed. God, they're the 5th team in the nation. They're just on the outside looking in, and this came at the worst time.
I don't even want to see them like I like Alabama, but I don't want to see them go to the playoffs.
Really?
If they don't have a chance, like I don't want to see that. Like,
I don't know.
In a spot.
They are in a really.
I'd rather just see Oregon go in or something like that. Like the top touted quarterbacks go head to head. Like I'd rather see that. You know what I'm saying? Like see why. Like because I want to see Burrow versus Herbert.
I do want to see
that's
that.
Gonna be one. That's gonna be the 1 and 2 quarterback drafted off the board. So I want to see that type of. Like,
which is crazy because Justin Herbert was great like the first coming into the season, but I've watched not all, but I've watched these 3 Herbert games. He's looked above average. I mean, there's a lot of things to like, but then there's a lot of things I don't know if that's gonna translate well into the league.
Oregon has a number 7 ranked
team. So I mean,
that in itself
is really accomplishment for Jake. He could have went last year and been a top first round pick.
He ended up coming back.
Come back because he wanted to win a championship for them guys.
Giant too.
So
I was really happy.
Oh my gosh, we would never got the Daniel Jones look. Would never doubt it.
I wouldn't even care.
So if you're a GM, you've seen 2 or 7 injuries in the span of a year. Where are you picking him?
I mean, he's gonna draft it like top 15.
Really?
He's still gonna get drafted.
God. Wow.
They're not gonna pass on a talent like that.
You think he goes before? You think he goes before Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Even with the injuries.
Wow. He will.
Wow.
Jalen Hurts is gonna be later, either early 2nd round. I don't want him to. I don't agree. I'm just talking from the GM's point of view. Because 2 is gonna be the safer pick in a weird way. He's a safer pick.
Injury prone, safest pick.
It's like that's a weird way.
It's odd.
The GM's point of view, he's a safer pick. He's more like the prototypical quarterback. He's really accurate. He drops back, throws the ball. He actually has a really, really good ball and a good deep ball. And Jalen Hurts is more they're gonna consider him more of a running quarterback when not he is. But he actually from this year he's shown that from really not even just this year. From the start from Alabama, you can see the progression.
Especially in his throwing, he's gotten better at throwing for sure.
They're not gonna care, so they're gonna push him back to the probably early 2nd, maybe 31st. I wouldn't be surprised if a team like the Patriots takes a risk on him. On Jalen Hurts.
Really? Risk. So where do you think Tua goes now? Does this affect his draft stock at all, or you think he's still staying the same?
I think it does affect it because I really don't think he will go in the early. I don't think he's gonna go top 10 anymore. I could see him fall into
draft. I
18
to 28.
Somewhere around there, but then I could also see him fall into the 2nd just because the team doesn't want to take a risk on him right
on
away.
The injury.
Then that's when you'll more than likely see a low round pick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so far this is the draft order. So
mock draft.
This year's draft order. Cincinnati Bengals most likely get Burrow or
what is odd
or Chase Young.
They need Chase Young if anything. They don't
Washington
really need
Redskins. They're not in for a quarterback. Giants, they're not looking for a quarterback. Miami,
looking for a quarterback.
That might be Herbert. They might be Herbert. The New York Jets, they don't need a quarterback. Denver,
they need a quarterback.
That could be where Tua falls. I'm gonna be honest.
Even though Drew Lock was their pick last year,
that could be Tua falls. Tampa Bay needs a quarterback.
Yeah, if they don't re-sign Jalen, yes. Not Jalen.
Atlanta, they might need one. I mean, they could be going Alex Smith route with Patrick Mahomes. They could go that route and put him in there. Arizona, they don't need one. The Lions,
maybe. Yeah, I can see it because Detroit don't know how to draft.
And Chargers, Jacksonville, they probably. I don't know about Jacksonville. They need one in my opinion, but they're not going to.
They got to.
Because just because they paid.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Nick Foles looks terrible. They need to throw Minshew back in. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was completely wrong for saying Nick Foles should be started. No, keep Minshew in. He was playing great. Continue, my boy. I'm sorry.
And then we got Oakland.
They don't need a quarterback.
They don't. Cleveland. They don't.
They don't.
Tennessee. There's a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams that Tua could fall to. I get what you're saying, but just so many teams
need a quarterback. Yeah, it is bad.
There's a pick at 18 again for Miami. They have another pick, so they might end up picking Chase Young early and then try to trade up with the 18th. There's a whole bunch of picks that can really get a quarterback.
Honestly. It's tough. I think the worst thing. I think I'm first to say Tua get well soon because we don't want to see anybody get hurt. But it's just. I know Nick Saban on the sideline looked frustrated. He was like, "Come on, dog! Again, another injury, bro. Come on, really?" he didn't even look like he was concerned. Nick was like, "Oh my gosh, we got to bring in the backup."
Smith.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Smith, right?
I think I don't even know who the backup is, bro. Like, Nick was just like, "Come on, bro, just finish up the game." So it's tough. I think if anything to take away is it's not Alabama's fault for his injuries. I thought at first, honestly, when he had his first ankle surgery, I thought like, all right, Alabama's really like hasn't surrounded him with a good enough offensive line to keep him safe. It's not Alabama's fault no more. I'm thinking he's just on his body isn't built for football, and it's the same problem. Ironically enough, him and Marcus Mariota came from the same high school. The same problem Marcus Mariota has now. Only difference is he didn't have it in college. He has a problem in the NFL now. He can't stay healthy. So it just happened that Tua is showing what happened to Marcus in the league early. So it's like super red flags.
Like, it sucks that they were playing Alabama, like not Alabama, LSU that following week after his injury, but he shouldn't have rushed back.
Yeah, I think that's what it just really came down to.
It's similar to Carson Wentz. Like, he rushed back that 1 year.
And it did, and then hurt again. And he hasn't looked the same since, which is the kill.
He hasn't balling.
He's been balling as of late, but it took him a while. It took him a while. Don't know. Whoa, brother. Whoa, brother.
If that's baby goat Wentz, then I wonder who the best quarterback of that draft.
Hey, the best quarterback.
It's Carson Wentz.
Of that draft?
Yes, it's definitely Carson Wentz.
He's not out playing Dak.
Carson Wentz has the same talent.
Dakota
as
plays great football.
Cowboys.
Hey, Dakota playing.
Obviously he does.
Dakota
That's why he looks like he does.
Hey, Dakota playing lights out, bro. That's your brother. That's your boy. Dakota playing lights out.
This argument for anybody though. If Tom Brady played for the Indianapolis Colts,
ugly in 2007, in 2009, ugly.
I mean, honest, like, this is why he looks not really. He's really not. If you have a team where like,
how can you support Dak but hate Dak?
Look, I'm not hating Dak. I'm being realistic. Look, all right. So name one of the receivers for the Eagles.
Alshon Jeffrey.
He's hurt. He didn't play.
Aguilar,
a tight end. All right, name a receiver.
Nelson, Jake Matthews.
Nelson, you said Nelson Aguilar.
Yo,
Aguilar.
Hey, Jordan, not Jake. Jordan.
Got cut and had to bring him back because they had no other receiver.
AB is an Eagle. Yes, Antonio, he's an Eagle technically, somewhat.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, Carson Wentz is working with nobody. Like,
hey, man.
He actually has his team.
Which is crazy. Yeah,
they almost beat the like. I know loss is loss. But the fact that we're even in the game with the Patriots is incredible to me. I'm be real.
The score was a lot closer than what
it was 7-10.
Yeah,
I mean, the score didn't. The game didn't really look close. I'm not.
The whole thing. It wasn't that bad.
Not saying that Carson didn't play good, but like it didn't. Like the score looked close, but it wasn't that close. You could tell they outmatched. They were outmatched. Ball,
man. I'm ready for next year. Everybody's healthy.
You think he's winning the MVP?
Next year? Absolutely not. He would actually. That was actually one of my hot takes that he won MVP this year.
Oh, but you know,
everybody got hurt week 1 when Deshaun Jackson was here balling. Like, it was amazing.
You know who's winning MVP this year though? That boy Lamar. We gonna start straight into it. Lamar Jackson, my brother, my man. Hey, Baltimore, we stand up tall. We stand up proud for Lord Father Lamar Jackson Jr. I think he's a junior. He might be a third.
Well, number.
Hey, man, look, Lamar Jackson,
the Pompano Beach legend.
Hey, man, the Pompano boys.
Yak boy.
Hey, Glee.
Yak boy.
Glee. Hey, man, him and Kodak grew up together.
Gleeful.
Hey, man, Lamar's playing.
He's a real life Ricky.
Bruh, he is playing lights.
Like, he's a real life Ricky from Boys in the Hood. Like, if he really made it.
Bruh, he's playing lights out football. It is incredible the type of football he's playing.
He got the key.
Baltimore giving the seat. Like, Lamar can literally not have. I'm not gonna say that. God forbid. Lamar can literally not have a good season like this for the rest of his career, and this season will still stand out as one of the best seasons a quarterback has ever put up. Like, not from yards, because he's not even throwing for a lot of yards. And not even for like.
That's what I'm worried about. If I'm being honest with you, like the playoffs, whenever like there's like a 2-week break, where the team can like get ready for you. It's gonna sound like I'm hating. I swear it does.
I'm so serious. I think
if you give somebody 2 weeks to prepare for Lamar Jackson, like, I'm be honest, like, I don't see the same thing. Like, I really see like teams doing exactly what the Chargers did in the playoffs when they had like 2 weeks to prepare for him.
I think you hating, bro.
That's not hating.
I
think you hating, bro.
2 weeks off if you're like the top seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm talking about more like the AFC Championship, preparing for that.
But even then, I thought that was next week, and then for the next 2 weeks it would be the Super Bowl.
No, okay. So I'm talking. All right, I'm talking more like the Patriots preparing for them. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even thinking about the Patriots are going to be in the AFC Championship.
No, regardless, we don't care about the rest of it.
All right. how about let me give you a scenario real quick. All right. What if they go against Kansas City and Kansas City outscores them right away?
Kansas City is the Houston Rockets of the NBA.
right.
I don't think
The
they're doing
NFL,
anything in the playoffs.
Look, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got you.
So their offense is very
Explosive.
very. So let's say they jump to an early lead and.
Wait, is this with Tyreek healthy or not? Because Tyreek did get hurt again.
We'll say with him healthy.
Okay, with him. Okay.
Let's say by playoff.
Okay, just make sure.
All right. So they jump to an early lead, whatever, and they're behind, so they can't run the ball as much. Yeah, he can run the ball, but they're all playing for the pass, so that's the closest thing to like a comeback.
That does seem like the Chiefs. Like, I'm be real. Like not even like in the regular season. That seems like the only like kryptonite to the Ravens is the Chiefs. Just because they get to such an early lead.
Hey, but the Chiefs might not even make the playoffs. The Raiders are hot. I'm sold on the Raiders in the division.
Like,
Forget it. But anyway, but again, back to Lamar. My problem is with everybody in the league, y'all now hopping on the bandwagon. Why wasn't y'all riding the bandwagon when we was on? Now that the train is rolling, why y'all doing it? So
It's so annoying.
Hey,
it's so annoying.
Hey,
I swear
man, I promise you. I want your honest opinion. Out of the two, I'm not putting Dak in this conversation. Out of the two, Russell Wilson and Lamar, because those are the front runners in my opinion. Who is winning the MVP? If the season were to end right now,
who do I think should win the MVP, or who is gonna win the MVP?
Who do you both? Actually, let's do both. Let's do both.
Okay, I feel like they're gonna give it to Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the better player is Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I was just gonna agree with that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna just the way the media is like claiming, like, and I swear it sounds like I'm hating. I love Lamar. It sounds like I'm hating.
But they was.
I said this on my last podcast.
They was
I
hating
wish
hard.
that Cleveland drafted Lamar.
They was hating so hard.
I said this multiple times. Have I not said this?
Yes, they was hating so hard.
I've said this, but like just the way that like the media is just clamoring over him every week on Bleacher Report. Look what Lamar did again. Like, bro, okay,
hey, he is Houdini. I love that call so much. That was
it's
such
like, bro, it's
a
like
call.
we get like they do the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. They do the same exact thing. Anything he does is like the greatest thing ever. And it's so annoying.
He throws the interception.
Hey, do you see Lamar running down?
I'm not even kidding. I literally seen like they said, oh look, it's a sidearm throw by Lamar, by Patrick Mahomes. He like threw a sidearm right. It was incomplete.
Yeah.
Like, why did they even show this?
And then missed Travis Kelce.
Like, why did they even show this?
That was like in week 2. Like, why did he throw that football? Like, I thought.
No, I'm talking about like last week.
It was last week.
He did it like last week. He threw a sidearm. It was
gosh.
incomplete. And it was like, why wasn't one even showing that? That's not the point. They're gonna give it to Lamar unless he just does something like terrible. I was like one of these like weeks he just stinks up like 3 picks or something. But I feel like Russell Wilson should definitely win it. Just like the fact he's really working with like Chris Carson. He's not really a notable running back.
Hey, he's top 4 in rushing, man.
He is
crazy.
That's from the. I feel like that's from the quarterback. Like if you have a good quarterback, that helps the running.
That offensive line is finally somewhat not really fixed, but they're good enough now. They're good enough. They can perform because Russ isn't getting killed no more.
Yeah, so Russ has definitely been balling. It's an historic season. Russ, I feel like he should get the credit he deserves by now.
Finally, right? Because I feel like
he's
we
like
know.
Young.
We know Russell's good, but he never gets like the validation. Wow, arm talent, that's true.
Mobile.
Yeah,
you know what's really crazy? That goes back to my year 2 thing. Every quarterback pops in year 2. He won a Super Bowl in his second year.
Hey man, year 2 in the NFL at quarterback is crazy. Lamar's popping off like
year 2,
rocket in year 2. Granted, I feel like you would have did this in year 1, but we were so sold on Joe Flacco for 7 games that we just. I don't know what the hell we were doing the first 7 games last year. Lamar should have been the starter.
What helped a lot with Lamar last year is whenever in the playoff game, whenever they're like
getting smashed,
and like John Harbaugh never took him out.
No,
like I really love that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's still like you're the quarterback. Like we're not like this is your team. Like Joe Flacco's here. This is your team.
We drafted you in the first round for this reason. We don't take Tom Brady
out the game whenever he's playing bad. We don't take Drew Brees out the game when he's playing bad. This is your team. I'm not comparing him to like him.
Hey, no, you should.
No, I shouldn't.
You should. You should.
But I'm just talking in terms of the starting quarterbacks. They don't take the starters out whenever like they're playing bad. So I like that.
Hey man, Baltimore's been sold on this man since he got drafted. Granted, this was Ozzie Newsome's last first round pick. This was his last first round pick. He's no longer Ozzie Newsome's Hall of Fame tight end. Ended up being Baltimore Ravens player, personnel, draft coordinator, all that good stuff. This was the last first round pick because he retired last year.
I really hate that y'all in our division because I like Lamar so much.
Hey man,
I feel like
we are, and the way, and I keep telling people like the way this offense is trying to revolutionize football is incredible. Like we're not talking about how this like to have 3 tight ends on the field 85% of the time is incredible. We're not in 1936.
I was about to say it just sounds like a 90s game.
Yeah, bro, they're playing insane football. I think a lot of I've heard people say like Lamar doesn't throw it enough for them. Like I think Lamar would be like 14 for 17, 187 yards, and then rush for 12 rushes, and then have like 87 rushing yards, and then 3 touchdowns. And like I understand because like he's not putting up Mahomes. I don't even think he's even close in passes per game with anyone in the top 5. Like passing yards per game.
It's close to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but still, like Watt's offense is kind of structured like Lamar's. Not necessarily, but like
it's just
they're heavy read option. There's a lot of complex stuff going on though. I don't feel like going into it. But there's a lot of. It's just like Baltimore. There's a lot of complex reads in the Houston Texans offense, like there is in the Ravens offense. So like. I've heard a lot of people complain like he doesn't throw it enough for them to be sold to him as a legit quarterback. Like my friend Malik still calls him the best running back in the NFL, which is childish. But I mean, I can't lie.
If I'm being honest, like this is really a replica of like the 49ers offense with Cap, like with the Vernon Davis.
Whoa,
and Brett
brother.
Years.
You can kind of see the vision.
And they have the same offensive coordinator.
You kind of.
It's the exact same offensive coordinator. They just don't have the same, probably, I wouldn't say, like, receiver personnel. They got Seth Roberts, who's like, they had Anquan Bolden of the offense, that downfield blocking.
So crazy. And then Willie Snead is our, like, big possession guy. Hollywood is our deep threat, though. That's
Hollywood's your, what's his name? Torrey Smith? Didn't he play for y'all?
Yeah.
For the 49ers?
He played for 49ers in Baltimore.
Yeah, so Torrey Smith is like, did he play for the 49ers?
Yeah, Torrey, I think so. Played for the Eagles, 49ers in Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like the 49ers in offense. Marquise Brown. It's really like a replica of the 49ers. And good
hey,
defense.
don't compare that boy Lamar to Colin, boy. That boy Lamar is in the class.
You see the thing that like Lamar's having the same type of season as Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah.
He hadn't took like
yeah, that is so crazy. But difference is Tyrod Taylor. Wait, didn't Tyrod Taylor lead his team to a playoff berth that year?
He did. That was the first time the Bills went to the playoffs in like 10 years.
Hey man, Tyrod.
It was
2017.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. So,
Cleveland.
and then he signed for Cleveland. And then Cleveland was like, yeah, we're drafting Baker now. We gave you $28 million.
I actually like Tyrod,
but we're drafting
It was
Baker.
like I actually like those like 4 games we played. Like, we almost beat the Saints. Like that was a beautiful thing. We lost on a field goal because our kicker missed a field goal.
Hey, Tyrod don't got.
Does
Tyrod even have a job anymore?
He's still the Chargers.
Really? Oh, he is Phillips backup. Dang,
Yeah,
that's crazy. That is ridiculous.
It is.
Hey,
But they're
man.
back with this new stadium, I'm pretty sure. So they're not switching off.
How far do you think Lamar takes Baltimore though? I'm saying Super Bowl. Like I'm sold. Like super
All right,
sold.
so this is my realistic, unbiased, non-Cleveland opinion. They're gonna go to the AFC Championship with 2 weeks to prepare. They probably won't beat the Patriots.
Another Patriots.
It depends on where they play.
They pay. They're definitely gonna play
If they're
Foxborough.
playing Foxborough, I honestly don't see like them winning.
It's gonna be
Like, I see
cold.
Lamar playing good. Like honestly, I feel like it's not gonna be like his fault. I just feel like Tom Brady in the
It's
playoffs.
too vicious.
Never count him out.
Yeah, man. He's
like
a
never
stud.
count him out in the playoffs.
Unless you're
And I
Peyton
wouldn't be
Manning.
surprised if like AB comes out of nowhere.
Oh.
Like, just after his apology, like you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be surprised.
And Kraft is like, you know what, man? Let bygones be bygones. Come on down, brother.
Like, honestly,
What?
Like honestly, I just would be surprised. But like, I honestly want to see Lamar win. He's a young black quarterback in the league.
Hey,
Like I wouldn't even care if he wins.
hey,
honestly.
glee. We're here, bro.
I
What do you think? What do you think? How far do you think he takes Baltimore?
Worst case scenario, I'd say divisional round.
That's so disrespectful.
I'd say worst case
That's not
scenario.
disrespectful. It's
Worst case scenario should be
Worst
AFC
case scenario,
Championship.
That's basically saying y'all just lose first round. That's
No.
realistic. That's realistic.
Nah, bro.
That's very
I'd
realistic.
say worst case scenario, it's an upset, shocker, and they go against somebody that it's not a good matchup for them.
Who would they play in the AFC in division round? Would be the Chiefs maybe, or the
Smoking them boys.
Who's in the AFC? It's the Patriots.
Patriots,
Ravens,
Ravens, Chiefs, Oakland.
Oh, and then, so they'll play like Colts or Texans.
Oh, we gonna beat the brakes off the Texans
or possibly
again.
Raiders. No, actually they wouldn't. They'll get a first round bye.
Baltimore?
That's what I said.
Because they were the one. They were the one
The
or 2
two.
seed, most likely 2 seed.
That's why I said divisional.
Oh yeah, so they'll play like a Texans.
Play the Texans in the division or the Chiefs in the division? Because the Chiefs gonna make wild card.
I mean, either way, if they win in the wild card, wouldn't they be able to
Make the division, but I think if it's structured, because Baltimore's 2, I think the Raiders would be 6. So when we play the Raiders is my 6th seed.
Well, just, remember that. We call it.
Guess-
I mean, Mark called it.
Hey,
before
Mark
the
called.
game.
Hey, we gonna talk about it. We gonna keep it between us.
Bro, I'll be making
but-
calls. I'm saying,
Alright.
Cleveland 10-6 next year, baby.
Best case.
Let's get it.
Was it best case scenario? I'll see them like the 2015 Panthers.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Super Bowl and we freaking get smacked by a good defense?
You know what's crazy?
That's ridiculous.
I watched that the highlights the other day. Like, not what's it the other day? Probably like a month ago. And then like it wasn't as bad as like 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 when we like thinking, oh man, they just got smacked.
Oh, they did get smacked though. No. They lost by 7, but they got smacked. They was getting killed.
That's what I'm saying.
Getting
but
killed.
If you just watch the highlights and you see no score, you're like, man, this is like a massacre. It's like 4-0.
They didn't have an offense.
The saddest part is the Broncos didn't have an offense, and the defense literally picked up Peyton Manning, carried him to that ring, legit, and said, "This is for you, Peyton. Now retire because you're not playing good." DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller were unblockable that night. Trey Turner was having nightmares of both of them boys. Couldn't block him on either side. They put him on both sides. Couldn't block him. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Got smacked. I'm not even gonna give my opinion on Lamar because he's winning the MVP. He's taking us to the Super Bowl and he's getting a ring. And what he say? They're gonna get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that. We believe in it right now. So they're gonna get a Super Bowl and MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. It's really his rookie year technically. And if you're being honest, if we're treating it like the Ben Simmons year, yes, this is technically his full season. So.
That's the case. This is Baker Mayfield's rookie year.
Oh, shut up, please. He has a rookie passing touchdown record. Get the... I almost cussed on live YouTube airs, boy. Get out of here. I was going to get flagged for real. Get out of here. Ridiculous. All right, man. Week 7 review. Let's review week 7. I said week 7. Next. 11. Yeah, bro. We almost done, bro. We got a new segment coming up, too. So we're going to do week 11,
yes, sir.
week 12.
We told you we take it to the next
level. Man, we here.
Segment.
We got week 11, week 12 review and preview. Week 11 was actually pretty entertaining. I think week 11 might have been my favorite week this year. Only because the Raiders are on a winning streak. I think they're 3-0 in the last 3 weeks. They are on fire. I didn't really care.
I call Josh Jacobs. I just want that to be.
Hey man, Josh Jacobs.
I call that.
I didn't think it was gonna be that good, bro.
I call it.
He could be good.
But I did call. I tried to call Montgomery, and I was very wrong because he hasn't looked that great.
Hey, David hasn't got the reps though. He hasn't got the reps. That's the kill. And even when he gets the reps, it's when it's at the worst times. Like he's a downfield running back. Like why are you using him in the fourth quarter and you're down by 15? Like what? And your quarterback is terrible and you're doing nonsense. Like it blows my mind. All right, let's start off with Monday Night Football. We touched on it earlier we touched on it earlier. We weren't streaming, sadly. Sorry. We're working on it.
We weren't streaming the whole time?
Nah, for that first I think 15 minutes we weren't. So
content,
man, hey bro,
we can circle back.
Hey, we circle back. Talk about Myles Garrett, Monday Night Massacre, smacking that boy Mason in the head with the helmet. Cleveland did win 21-7. It was a sloppy game towards the end, and the helmet hit showed that.
Baker, no turnovers in 3 weeks.
Hey man, he's cleaning it up. He is.
Nick Chubb, 92 yards. You love to see it. First receiver over 1,000 yards this season. Odell, he's kind of arrived in Cleveland. He's slowly coming into the offense. Like every week, you're slowly seeing progress.
Okay.
Bro, I love it. I love it. It was a win. A win is a win. I'll take it.
Hey man. We also saw next game we're gonna talk about the Jets versus the Redskins. The Redskins I did not know they were this bad, but they're terrible.
Honestly, they started off like decent.
You know what's crazy? Haskins didn't look really bad. Like he threw 2 touchdowns. He looked terrible.
Take out hold on.
He looked terrible.
You gotta take out 45 yards out of his passing because he threw a 45-yard screen.
Hey, in his defense, so it was great blocking.
He had 214 yards, and then what he did do good on the screen, he wasn't scared of Jamal Adams coming unblocked.
He was trying to risk it all.
So like he just threw like a screen, like it was like the way he like just took the hit was good. So I'll give him credit for that.
The saddest part about this loss is like there's a clip of Dwayne Haskins asking his offensive line,
not asking, begging.
No, like if he was on his knees, he would beg. Like he was like, guys, what do I have to do to help you guys? And they all just looked at him like.
No, the worst part is
who this guy?
It looked like they were about to start laughing.
Bro, they was all sitting in the chair like, man, you saw it. Who is this dude? Yeah. Like you ain't Alex.
You ain't heard about RG3?
Oh, me. Get out of here, bro. Hey, yo, coach. Who man is this? No, that's our quarterback? Crazy.
The people in the box.
Hey, that's your boy?
Alex Smith? Is he still up there?
Alex Smith? Bro, I'm telling you. No, and Mark brought up a good point in the group chat. He said the offensive line played spectacular for Alex Smith when they were 6-2.
I would say
they played. Okay, spectacular. Alex Smith just played really good. They played like they should. Granted, Trent was healthy. Scherf was also healthy. And everybody was kind of gelled. Morgan Moses was playing good. Everybody was gelled.
Yeah, honestly,
after the injury, it's like nobody cares anymore.
In a weird way, when you look at the Redskins, they have a lot of bright spots in their team.
They do. Their defense is not bright at all. But
no, they have like studs. Offense. They have studs everywhere, like around.
Landon's good.
They have like little studs like everywhere you look at the team. They have Montez Sweat on the defense. He's not a bad player.
He's not. He hasn't done much this year though.
He's not bad.
He's not bad, but you can build around it. Yeah, the Old Spice commercial. Yeah,
They still got Kerrigan, right?
Yeah, they still got Kerrigan.
He's a good leader on the team.
He's an underrated pass rusher. Very underrated pass rusher.
They got McLaurin. If Josh Jacobs wasn't having such a good rookie season, he would definitely be in the rookie of the year conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
They got Geis. You looked really good.
Darius Geis is this is first game. Darius Geis' biggest problem is he is a poor man's Dalvin Cook, but he can't stay healthy. Like he's just as good as Dalvin, but he just can't be healthy.
And I mean,
sucks.
And however they feel about Haskins, Haskins. I mean,
I don't think they like him.
Like, yeah.
I think the organization wanted Haskins, but I don't think the coaching staff.
They wanted Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I don't think the coaching staff wanted Haskins.
I heard they wanted. I heard that's why the Giants drafted him so early.
And that is the saddest part, because Dwayne Haskins, you can tell he loved football.
I'm being real. Like Sam Darnold has been balling since.
Hey man, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception.
They said him and Adam Gase had like a meeting. Like this is what I like about the offense, and this is what I don't like about the offense.
Really?
Ever since then,
hey man,
they've been seven touchdowns, 2 picks, 2-1.
Hey man, run it, real life. Griffin had a great game, and Crowder. I saw Crowder highlights. I didn't even get to see like the full game. I just saw Crowder highlights, and Jameson Crowder in his revenge game looked spectacular.
They have a stud tight end, but he's just never healthy.
Who? Jordan Reed. Oh my gosh.
You might as well just chalk him up to be on IR.
Every year, you might as well.
Chalk it up.
Sad case because that dude had so much potential.
Super potential. I think he was one of. He had a big 1,000-yard year back in like 2012, and he just hasn't been healthy since.
Man, I remember we played down. I think Dak's rookie year, 2016.
Really?
For Thanksgiving, and this dude was
unblockable.
Everything. Like he caught a one hit. It was crazy.
Next game, Jags versus the Colts. The Colts run away with this one. Jacoby is
they
back.
Literally ran
Not
away.
Really.
They didn't throw.
They didn't throw. Yeah, but they legit like Marlon Mack was the best player on the field Sunday. Like they literally ran away.
But their line is really good. Like, bro, look at the carries. Bro, that's 13 carries for 116 yards. He's averaging nearly 9 yards a carry.
That's college numbers.
First down.
That's college numbers.
The next runner had 14. Marlon Mack had 14 carries for 109 yards. That's almost 8 yards a carry for a touchdown. That is amazing.
Hey, Jonathan Williams fantasy owners got their bag that day. Seriously, got their Duffy.
That is literally
like
Jacoby Brissett game managed like he usually does. I think he averaged like 200 yards a game. So I mean that's just usually game manager numbers. And he threw a touchdown in the pig. Great win, I guess. He's a game manager. I mean, there's nothing else to say to that.
I'm not saying I didn't expect that to turn up. So the only like saving grace from this game, I did see DJ Chark highlight. DJ Chark is the fastest. He's the fastest player in the NFL besides Tyreek Hill. He can fly, and it is
faster than Marquise Goodwin.
Yeah, he can fly. DJ Chark can fly. Like I'm talking
Marquise
about. No. Hey, you know I love Marquise, Marquise, but I'm talking about like Marquise doesn't really look fast on TV. It's weird to say that, but like he's football fast. Like if you were to be on the field, Marquise Goodwin, you're like, oh my god, he can fly.
Faster than Hollywood Brown.
Marquise. Yeah,
Marquise DJ Chark.
DJ Chark. I think they're about the same speed. I think DJ barely, but I'm talking about
had 2 touchdowns. DJ
Chark looks fast on TV. Like actual visual speed and TV, you know, TV slowed down a little bit. Like that's legit because you're having to get the reflection. Yeah. So if he looks fast on TV, imagine him in the game. That's the only bright spot. I didn't think anybody expected the LSU kid that didn't get no touches in LSU to be a spectacular receiver in the NFL. He's one of the best young receivers in the NFL. I think
D.D.
next
Westbrook
year
he's actually been coming into himself too.
Really, I figured D.D. Westbrook was going to be the Tyler Boyd, like how the Bengals treat Tyler Boyd. He
actually is that Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, he's like Tyler Boyd's talented as hell, but
Oklahoma.
But they won't ever. They don't use D.D. like they should. So I mean, there's that. They have bright spots, but they shouldn't be. They should just IR Nick, in my opinion. Like even though I said at first
he balled.
Bring Neat back. No, he did. Did you watch the game? These stats are inflated. The game was not good. Game was not good at all.
It was like garbage time yards.
It was garbage. It wasn't. I won't say garbage time yards, but they definitely picked up when it was 24-7. That's when it picked up. So
I mean, we've seen games that are like 24/7 that are not out of hand though.
Man,
I mean,
but they look beat, man. That defense is not the same. They lost Jalen, and they don't know how to act.
And wouldn't Telvin Smith too?
Yeah, Telvin, but Telvin's out for the season. I think personal issues.
Yeah.
So only God knows what's going on with that team. The Bills beat the Dolphins. Didn't even bother to watch the game. I'm not watching the Bills and Dolphins. I'm sorry.
That's a really boring game.
No disrespect to any Bills and Dolphins
Josh
fans.
Allen
has
been actually looking really good.
Whoa, brother. He's still playing average.
Yeah,
Josh,
21 for 33, 256 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That game, I did see the highlights. He looked like.
But it's the Dolphins though. So
what everybody wants John
take it with a grain of salt.
So I mean, you take it with a grain of salt. It's the Dolphins. Like we don't consider them a talent. I'm sorry.
Devontae Parker is a stud.
Devontae Parker tries
He's still
with a really bad team. He's a great receiver.
Allen Hurns signed an extension.
Which is crazy. I didn't know they were really sold on Allen. I love Allen, but he signed a 3-year extension
Wouldn't have done that.
for $8 million. So he got his little Duffy. He got a little bag.
So he played fairly well for us.
Oh really?
Yeah,
He got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah,
he broke his leg or broke his ankle.
I think it was his leg.
His leg? Yeah.
It's like he's crushed his leg.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't play much, but when he did, you could see there was something there.
Cowboys played the Lions. The Lions tried.
They made Jeff Driscoll look like a legend.
Hey, man, y'all passing defense is a problem, and I think it's coming more and more apparent that you guys should have traded for Jamal Adams because man, Jeff Driscoll looked like
Steve
Drew
Young.
Brees. I mean, he was throwing dots.
He like prom Steve Young, bro.
I think he threw
8 carries,
2 touchdowns. Let me see.
yards,
Yeah,
he
threw 2 touchdowns and ran for one. Like Jeff Driscoll looked like Mike Vick out there.
He got cut by Cincinnati, bro. If you get cut by Cincinnati, like there's no reason you should be.
There's no reason you should be doing this to the Cowboys, not that defense. Granted, Dak really kind of I think say under, but like overshadows how good Jeff Driscoll played. Dak threw for. I'm not gonna read. Don't say it. 140, 44. I was gonna say 430. I was gonna say 430.
Oh no, it was 4.
No, it was 4. He threw for 444 and 3 tubs. He shredded that Lions defense, which is just as bad as the secondary as the
2 receivers
as the
over
Cowboys.
100 yards.
So Zeke again, but the crazy part was Zeke had 2.8 carries.
2.8 yards.
Yards per carries. That's ridiculous. And the offensive line is healthy, ain't they?
His pure presence.
They're better.
His pure presence is alarming enough.
Better at pass blocking than they are run blocking this year. It just shows it more. Except when Tony probably gets the ball, it's like a whole different energy.
Hey man, they love Tony. He's electric.
Every single time he gets more than like 10 carries or something like that.
They ball. Yeah, man. Balling.
That's crazy.
How many carries he had this game?
Tony, I don't think he surpassed. Yeah, he didn't. Touches. Yeah, Tony got 2.
He touched the ball 6 times because in the passing game.
No. That was Dak. Tony got 2 touches.
I'm talking about he touched 6 times. I'm talking about in the passing game like as well.
Oh really?
He touched the ball 6 times.
Tony touched the ball a lot. He scored a touchdown.
44 yards and he caught
I didn't even know that.
He balled.
Yeah, man.
Good pickup.
Hey, Texas, Baltimore. If you don't know now, you know 41-7. We ain't gonna review it. Deshaun Watson looked terrible. Deshaun Watson looked terrible.
He was doing a lot. Like that's one of the things.
Beat the brakes off that boy.
Like
you want to be a playmaker so bad.
So much,
and he's already a playmaker. Like, please, bro,
he can turn really bad.
The worst part was like I think it was the first play of the game.
Pass interference.
Yeah, that was that. No.
That was pass interference.
No, it wasn't. It was great coverage from Marlon.
Blatant pass interference.
It was great coverage from Marlon.
He like tackled.
It was great coverage from Marlon.
Yeah.
It was great coverage from Marlon Humphrey, who was emerging as a top 10 corner. You know what I mean? He's on Jair Alexander level now, so we got to start respecting Marlon Humphrey for what he is, an elite corner.
They just have a lot of good corners.
They do. Hey man, and I didn't think it was gonna be. It was
when
a
your
soul.
Third best corner is Brandon Carr. You're in a good spot.
Hey man, it was a soul for a soul trade, but it was worth it. I like Kenny Young a lot. Kenny Young is a really he's an exceptional young cover linebacker. But man, we needed Mark Peters bad, bro. Because ever since that trade, bro, we've been hot. Defense been cooking. Marcus Peters has 4 picks.
I mean,
Marcus Peters has three pick sixes. Like
that's insane.
Bro, Marcus Peters is gonna go down to probably one of the greatest corners of all time, just off his numbers. I promise he's gonna finish with at least 40 interceptions.
He's definitely gonna probably finish like top 10 in picks.
He's probably gonna finish at least 40 interceptions this year.
He gotta be like 15 by now. He's like year 4.
Bro, it's freaking crazy. If he keeps at this pace, oh my lord, good luck. You're gonna get them night train numbers, 100 picks in the career. Yo.
But Falcons have been just dominant.
Hey, the Falcons have been dominant. They just kind of figured it out. And then, granted, they've played 2 division games in a row, and both division matchups.
They only haven't allowed a touchdown in 10 quarters.
Really? That defense? That terrible ass defense?
Yes, they haven't allowed a touchdown in 10 quarters.
I mean, that defense is garbage. If you don't, they cannot run zone to save their lives. But I mean, in their defense, they've played. They're not making the playoffs 1, but in their defense, they played 2. They played a team that just got Drew Brees back the week before. Drew Brees is just coming back from injury.
Drew Brees is Drew Brees, though.
So, and
Drew
then they
Brees
played
is Drew
Kyle
Brees.
Allen.
Time out. Let's be fair when it comes to the Drew Brees one, because when he came back, everybody was like, "Oh yeah,
Oh
MVP
yeah,
talk
that's true.
already."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
And they played Christian McCaffrey, and I wouldn't say bottled him up, but
they did pretty well on him if they only allowed
yeah,
it.
14
I
carries
mean,
for 70 yards.
I
he had 11 catches for 121 yards.
Nah, like I watched the game, and the Panthers weren't sold on using Christian McCaffrey as a running back that game. They was strictly a wide out because we are getting killed in the trenches. Like they were getting beat in the trenches. Like Kyle Allen
threw the ball 50 times a game.
Bro, Kyle Allen was getting smacked. So Christian had an amazing game like he should. He should be in the MVP conversation, but he's not because he's a running back. But I mean, if you think about it from just a schematical standpoint, the Falcons winning 2 games in division doesn't do anything for them in the long run. They're not gonna go on this insane one, go 9-7, and then go make a play.
If they had 5 losses, they should have did this.
They kind of decided to turn it up a little bit too late.
After Julio had that meeting, after meetings, teams just
they decided to turn up a little bit too late. But I mean, it looks good though. Calvin Ridley is coming into his own though, so it's good to see that. It really is. Saints Bucks 34-17. I'm not even gonna worry about anything else. But Michael Thomas is literally can't guard Mike. You can't hold him. Granted, he played the Bucks, but you can't guard him. It's apparent. It's tough for anybody that has to line up against that man because he's a grown man. Whoa, that boy Eddie came through with the pressure. It's never. Can you just be light, bro? We coming with the basketball though, but
you came in with
on me with the physique. Yo, like he the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah, the Kool-Aid man entrance. Oh my god.
Right,
never subtle.
Never. I mean,
bro. Jameis Winston when he's the leading rusher on your team, like that just says.
Jameis threw 4 interceptions, and all 4 of them were bad. 2 of them weren't his fault though. No, one of them weren't his fault, but for the most part, they were all really crazy that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are like 2nd and 3rd in the league in yards. So Jameis is slinging it, but he's like slinging it to the detriment of his stats. I think he has 16 touchdowns and then 14 interceptions.
He's really like Brett Favre.
Hey, he's a much more extreme version of Brett Favre. Like, super extreme.
Brett Favre-esque.
Hey, man. I don't think Brett was this turnover heavy.
Brett Favre leads league in interceptions, doesn't he?
Yeah, but not.
But not at this extent. Like, this is kind of drastic.
Yeah, like he still put up offensive.
Like, at the worst. Like, you were still going to get a guy that.
Offensive numbers?
I mean, he passing yards and his receivers, but it's still a gap. You're not hearing Jameis Winston in
running back, bro. Like, honestly, when I see him with a running back and he plays bad, then I'll say he's trash.
Ronald Jones isn't terrible. He's had flashes this year.
4 carries for 13 yards.
Hey, that was Ronald Jones this game. Ronald Jones this year has had flashes.
Let me see.
He had flashes.
His highest running game was 80 yards, and that was in week 3.
Flashes. I'm not saying Ronald Jones is good. I'm saying he had flashes. Hey, I'm just saying. Broncos, Vikes, Kirk Cousins played great again. Skull Vikings. He's playing better than Dak. Not really, but he's not throwing as much, but he's playing good football. I think he is 3rd in completion percentage.
I really don't think you believe half of the stuff you say.
I believe most of it.
I was about to say most.
I believe most of it.
I really think it's more of a choke from the
offenses are really similar.
Yeah.
The Cowboys and the Vikings.
They're structured run heavy, so I can see it. They're structured run heavy.
Receivers on the outside.
So I think Stephon had another good game. I think he had 135. Let me look. 121. He had a good game. I seen it on ESPN. So
it's really more of a Broncos loss.
Yeah, this was a Broncos. Yeah, if you watch the highlights, this was definitely a Broncos loss. Oh my God, this was definitely a Broncos loss. Brandon Allen.
We lost to that dude, bro.
Brandon Allen. Colin Sutton had to throw a pass. So it's been pretty tough.
Lost to Brandon Allen.
Hey man, that's.
You hate to see it.
Hey man, it's tough. Cards, 49ers. That was a good game.
Kyler Murray's
really good game. Kyler Murray can kind of throw that ball, boy. He can throw it.
Yeah, 150 yards.
It was a lot closer than that.
The score, it was close. The game was won because of.
No, it says they lost, bro. It says 10 points, but
no, they literally scored last minute. Legit, it was like 42 seconds left, and they threw it to the UNT alum Jeff Wilson, and Jeff Wilson scored.
I'm saying they were up by 3, and then like after that, then they were like, whenever like game's over, you throw like a short pass, everybody's flicking it backwards.
Oh really?
And they were doing that when they flicked it backwards, like got thrown into the end zone, and then they scored.
Oh really?
They really won by 3 points.
They won by 3, man. This kind of bothers me because I was the biggest I was just on their high. I can't cuss, but I was on their high horse. That defense, and the defense has been exposed for like the last 2.5 weeks. So it's really like, so now I'm really questioning if the playoffs really do start. If they can't hold Kyler Murray and them boys to 17 points, then I don't know what they're gonna do when they have to play like a serious contender in the NFC.
I think
so.
they're still the number one seed.
I think
they still are the number one seed.
They match up with all the NFC teams in my eyes.
Dallas can rip them to shreds.
Oh, now they can?
I think so. With Dak playing how he's playing, Dak can rip them to shreds.
I can see that. I can honestly see that.
I was about to say Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers can rip them to shreds.
I don't know, because like I feel like Green Bay and New Orleans are a team that are like red hot at the beginning of the year. And by the time like it gets there, it kind of cools off towards like.
I definitely don't trust the 49ers offense.
They're not consistent, but
I don't trust Jimmy G.
They get the job done. Jimmy can make a read, man. He's not going to throw it into double coverage like Mitch, but he can make a read. I don't trust him. He can make a read.
I'm telling you, the playoffs, he's going to choke it up.
He's not going to choke it up.
I promise you.
17-10, Raiders win. I mean, it was a low-scoring game. It was a nasty game. Derek Carr didn't look bad, though. So, I mean, that's the good part. And he did have a pick, but he didn't look bad. He had a really cool rushing touchdown. He looked like what Deshaun Watson wanted to do against Baltimore. He dove in the end zone. He was like, dove in there. So it was legit. Yeah, Baltimore couldn't get in. But they beat the Bengals, and it was by 7. So
Jared Judy's gonna be a future Raider.
Yeah.
And
if they put it, don't let John Gruden get his hands on no Jerry Judy. That's gonna be terrifying.
He just fits. He looks like a Raider. I'm be honest.
That's gonna be terrifying.
I can imagine him in a Raiders uniform.
That's gonna be. They already got Josh Jacobs running amok on everybody.
Who's their slot receiver?
Their slot receiver.
Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, Hunter Renfrow.
Oh
man.
Goodness, Chief,
a great route runner.
Please.
But he was like 20 years old.
West
he was
in
like
trouble.
50.
I think. I don't know. Do the Chiefs still lead the AFC West, or the Raiders?
Yeah,
the Chiefs still win it. Okay, but the Raiders are. I think they have the same record.
Second.
Oh, the second. They have the same record.
Yeah.
They're both 6-4.
Yeah.
So
no, they're not.
The Chiefs are 7-4.
The Chiefs. Oh, did they win this week?
Yeah,
they did. Okay, so Chiefs 7-4. But the Raiders are gonna be the 6th seed. So. Oh yeah, they beat the. Oh my God, let me just talk about that now. That interception by Phillip Rivers. Oh my goodness.
What's the interception, Phillip Rivers, bro?
Oh, that interception was bad. That was bad. Like
you know what's really crazy? Like the Chiefs defense actually stepped up.
For
once. Nobody's talking about that. It feels like they did it for some reason. Like it feels like they didn't do good, but they had 4 picks, which was really, really good.
I mean, it's on Phillip. If Jameis Winston wasn't in the league, Phillip would lead in the league in interceptions.
You see me like in their last 7 losses, Phillip Rivers have 14 turnovers.
That's bad.
That's crazy.
That is bad. He's looking rusty. It's crazy. Is our talent isn't the problem, but now I'm starting to think is like, is Phillip seeing it go? He on his Sam Darnold. Like, what is with these picks, bro? Because the arm talent is still there. It's not like he's throwing like rainbows.
He threw 3 picks last week.
Yeah, man. It's just I don't know what is going on. Like he's playing as bad as Mitch for real. And listen, the last 4-game stretch he's been playing really bad football.
He's always been a high turnover guy. Like I'm looking at his stats.
He's never been a low turnover guy. But
he's always been.
He's always either throwing for a lot of yards, or throwing for a lot of touchdowns. So
he's the worst Hall of Famer. Which
is crazy. If you don't get a ring, he's definitely gonna be. Eli's the worst Hall of Famer. Phillip is still a pretty good quarterback by statistical record.
Don't disrespect Eli.
Hey, I love Eli. You can't spell league without Eli, but just keep it stacked.
Eli's better than Phillip.
That boy is a horrible Hall of Famer.
Eli's better than Phillip.
4 good seasons and 2 Super Bowl rings.
Phillip, no good season.
Anyway, Rams Bears. Rams lost 17. I mean, won 17-7. That was a sloppy game, and that was really it for week 11.
The money. Gurley actually back. Gurley looks like he was back. 25 carries. They actually gave him over 20 carries.
Oh, wow.
He fumbled once, right?
He did.
I mean, that shouldn't be like that.
But that wasn't it. But that was the Bears defense just being opportunistic. Yeah. Like rip fumble is different between like when you get hit and fumble and like the defense wants to rip it out. The defense just want to make a play. Granted, you still have to hold on the ball, but defense want to make a play. So, week 12, we're gonna flash fly through this one. Colts Texans. Who you got?
Texans.
Dolphins Browns. Who you got? Browns.
Yes, sir. You already know. Salute.
This is the battle of whose defense is worse, Lions or Redskins. Who you got?
Lions.
This is Dwayne.
Redskins.
This is Dwayne's has to coming out party. Redskins.
I say Dwayne throw for 300.
Yeah, I'm saying Dwayne throw for 250 and 4 touchdowns.
That's my hot take.
Lions. Their quarterback's gonna be
Jeff Driscoll.
MVP.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Jets Raiders. Big Raiders. Big for Raiders. They win this. That's 4 straight then. Giants Bears. Giants upset. Because Mitch sucks.
I got Giants.
Chicago.
Really? Okay.
Are gonna be just enough.
Panthers Saints. The who cannot lose the Falcons.
Saints will win.
Saints beating the brakes out them boys. 34-3. What are you saying? Don't say Panthers. Chris McCaffrey goes for 100 in each category though, receiving and rushing.
Oh, this is Alvin Kamara versus Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. Who's winning?
I got Saints.
Yeah, Yeah, I think Saints are a better all
Just
around.
a better team.
Eagles, Seahawks.
Eagles.
What?
Eagles.
Can't even say fly because like they're both birds. So I'm gonna go with Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I'm going Eagles 21-17.
Bucks, Falcons. Who's winning? Falcons. Jameis throws 3 more picks.
Bucks.
Wow.
James goes for 5 touchdowns.
Broncos,
I don't know
Bills.
why we laugh, but like it's very possible
that Jameis can really throw for 7.
James started playing and go for 80 touchdowns in a game.
And you would be like, wow. He could throw for 8 and 4. I promise you, it's possible. It's legit realistic.
Not even a hot take.
No, it's not even a hot take anymore. Broncos, Bills. Who you got?
Like, it doesn't matter.
I got the Bills.
Bills, I guess. I mean,
the tank for Tua Bowl. Who you got? Steelers or Bengals?
Bengals.
Tank for whoever quarterback is really.
I got Bengals winning.
I got Steelers. I got Minka get 2 more picks and lead the league. Six of them things.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Really? Ew.
Yeah, I got Bengals too.
Dang.
I want them to go on 16 low key, but
I do too. Honestly, God. I want that to be known that this
it's
team.
like reaching once you go 0-6, it's like all right.
We got it. Let's see if we go 16. Come on, you're 0-10. Come on, keep pushing it. Jaguars, Titans.
Titans beat the Chiefs. I'm gonna go Titans.
Jaguars.
Woo! Wow. Packers, 49ers. Great game. Aaron Rodgers rips them boys. 300, 3 tubs.
This is a classic game. This just looks like a classic game.
21-17.
Aaron Rodgers looks like MVP Rodgers. Like he's not gonna win it, but like he's gonna have an MVP type game.
I'll go against the grain. I'll say 49ers.
It's like with this game, like you can't go wrong. Either pick is like
it's legit. You have a legit reason. Yeah. Ravens, Rams. Not even gonna call it like I see it, but I'm gonna call it like I see it. Baltimore, 41-17.
Okay, let's not get out of here.
41-17.
I'm gonna go Rams. It's a bad matchup for the Ravens.
In what aspect?
In the aspect that Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey is over there.
Nobody's throwing at the Jalen side. 1 and 2 are running heavy pistol option.
I got
Marshall
Rams.
Yonder can hold against Aaron Donald.
I got Rams.
Their entire defense
And they have
really full of first round picks.
And they have fast linebackers.
Oh yeah, this is the Kenny Young rematch game. I have to tune in. This is gonna be a good game.
That's what I'm saying. It's a
Good
matchup.
game.
Honestly, this game could really show like
If
it
Baltimore,
can really not even just show like Baltimore's for real. It could just show how to play Baltimore.
it can really expose how to really handle Baltimore's offense. But I don't think the Rams defense is that good.
I wouldn't. Like, if they lose, it'd be more like their offense not being.
It'd be
able to
Jared
score.
Goff's fault, 110%, which it usually is, which is tough. But I mean,
It'll probably be a low scoring game. It'll probably be like 17-10.
No,
and you would
it's
see
definitely going to be 28-17 Baltimore.
and you would just see a lack of like just Jared Goff being Jared Goff.
I could kind of see it.
So who you got?
I'm leaning more towards Baltimore, and I think I'm gonna pick them.
All right.
I know. I feel like you saved my team for last.
I mean,
Cowboys Patriots. I got Cowboys with upset.
Man, I said,
Where are they playing?
They're playing at Foxborough.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
I got
bruh, not gonna hold you. I got the Patriots beating the brakes off y'all. It's cold up there in the north too. It's raining.
bro. It's like
yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Not the brakes, but it's gonna be a good game. I think Dak
if you
lit
line up
lights
all the
up
players and you say who's like are the top 10 players in this matchup, I'm gonna be real like
that one got a lot.
Probably like out of like the 10, it's probably gonna be 7 Cowboys.
Yeah,
you
like
probably have Brady, maybe Julian Edelman,
Julian for sure.
Stephon Gilmore, and then like
McCourty. One of the McCourty brothers make it.
Right,
It's a safety.
Probably
the one that leads
Julian Edelman really depends on how you feel. Like, honestly, it depends on how you are. Julian
run them routes, boy.
It's like, bro, the Cowboys just have so much more talent, but it's
the thing,
coaching.
The thing, yeah, I was about to
coaching.
say.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is big.
And I wouldn't even just say like Jason Garrett's a bad coach. It's just Bill Belichick. He's not a bad coach. He's not a bad coach.
The last time they played,
he's a mid coach. He's not bad. Bad is Freddie Kitchens. He's not bad.
I think Freddie is still more capable. Freddie just can't play call. But Jason
Jason
Garrett not a leader, bro. Jason Garrett couldn't lead a pack of sheep to.
I mean, they won the division 2 times out of the past 3 years. So I mean, that's not too bad.
Man, that's that team being straight. That's Jerry's team, bro.
But anyway, who you have?
I got Pats beating them boys. I ain't gonna hold you. Dak still has a good game though. I think Dak still has a good game. I have Dak still putting up 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I go Cowboys.
Pats win.
Really
24.
I feel like the Cowboys' offense is more adequate than the Eagles' offense.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, it's definitely more adequate than the Eagles' offense.
Yeah,
and like we seen like
I thought you said Patriots. What?
We seen like the Eagles at least had like, was it 1 touchdown game with like Nelson Aguilar as the number 1 receiver. So like the fact that like Cowboys have a way better offense and Dak he's not better than Wentz, but he's having a better season than Wentz. Like I feel like they win.
Okay, legit. we have a new segment brought on to you by my little brother. He set it up. He set it up pretty nicely. It's gonna be start. What is it? Start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em. We're gonna do it for each. We're gonna do it for
SBC.
What is it? We're gonna do for each like statistical category. So it's like passing yards. We're just gonna keep it short. Passing yards, and then we're gonna do rushing yards, receiving yards.
So we do like the top 3 of every.
So like
top 3 rusher, top 3 passer.
yes,
top
exactly.
3.
Yup.
Okay, scored.
Nah, this kickers, all kickers. It's all kickers.
That's true.
It's all kickers.
Hey, who's the best kicker?
Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker, without a doubt. Don't play with me. All right, so passing yards. So passing yards. I hate to say, I know who the stardom is going to be already. Dax, Phillip, Jameis. Start him, cut him, bench him. Who is it?
Dak, Phillip?
Jameis.
Phillip Rivers?
Yeah.
Wait, Phillip Rivers is
Yeah, it's second. He's second. Yeah.
All right, so start Dak, bench Jameis, and cut Phillip.
I think we all have the same. Yeah, I'm with you on that
Yeah,
one.
unanimous?
Unanimous. Rushing yards. Run CMC, Dalvin, Nick Chubb. Start him, bench him, cut him. Who?
Cut
This
Nick
one's
Chubb.
gonna hurt.
What?
Yep.
That hurts.
I can see it. Actually, yeah. Cut Chubb.
Cut Chubb, start Dalvin,
What?
bench Christian.
Other way around.
Yeah, other way around.
Nah.
Start Christian, bench
I
Dalvin.
just had to change it.
Nah, that's beastly. Anyway, you're on crack.
Because the Vikings line is trash.
And oh well,
And Dalvin is looking like a monster. He's like
Well,
literally on par with Christian McCaffrey.
that is true.
Probably like 10 yards behind him.
That is
Better than
true.
Last year, but
He's like 40, but still
And the line is
garbage.
like, trash. And he doesn't get feed the ball as much.
Start. This is a harder one. Start him, bench him, cut him. Mike Evans, Mike Thomas, and Chris Godwin.
That's actually really good. That's
So
really
it's a
good
hard one because I love Chris Godwin.
Yeah, I do too. Like,
Chris
I do
Godwin
too.
is a
All
specimen.
right, so we're gonna start Mike Thomas.
You gonna start him? Okay.
We're gonna bench. I'm probably just gonna bench Chris Godwin.
Okay.
And then cut Mike
Because-
Evans. Just for the
okay.
fact that I
Okay.
feel like Mike Thomas and Mike Evans is basically the same receiver.
Okay.
Like same not technique. Same.
But same kind of
type
not
build,
build,
the
but
big-
they do
big-
the same
big
thing.
possession receivers.
Yeah, they do the same thing for the same purpose. So yeah.
all right, I'll start Mike Evans.
Mm.
I'll sit Mike Thomas, and I'll cut.
You start Mike Evans? What?
I mean, I don't
You
blame
you say that, but like I could rely on him more than just first downs.
That's true.
That is true because Mike Thomas is really a possession.
There's a big body. That's hard to cover that,
He's a
man.
possession
Yeah,
receiver.
God,
but
Jesus
you get
Christ.
another
Not
guy.
even Rob. Just I'm talking about just go get the football.
He be averaging like 12 yards a catch.
Sheesh.
He's a really huge Jarvis Landry.
Yes. Like that's understated. Like that's a good comparison. He's a really massive Jarvis Landry. If Jarvis Landry was 6'2", he'd be doing what Mike Thomas is doing. I
Exactly.
promise you. I promise you. For me, it's start Chris Godwin, man.
You're a
I
menace.
love Chris Godwin.
You're a menace.
That boy can play. I love Chris Godwin. Bench Mike and then cut Evans. That's mine. Leaders and tacklers. Which is, I might not even include one of these guys, but leaders and tacklers is Jordan Higgs, Blake Martinez, and Buda freaking Baker, the
Let me
safety.
see.
Legit, Buda headhunting Baker.
That's really bad. If your safety leads the league in
No,
tackles.
not necessarily. They play Buda like a linebacker.
Okay,
He's
all
their
right.
nickel guy.
So we don't-
legit. He's their nickel backer.
Start Blake,
What?
bench Hicks, and then cut Buda.
Wow, crack. Buda's a stud. You ain't see
It's
what
really crazy, bro. Bobby and Joe.
I told y'all Blake Martinez is.
I knew about Blake though. I knew about Blake.
Yeah, but
I knew
like,
about your boy.
it's like y'all.
I knew about your boy. But Joe Shepard better though.
I said start Blake.
I mean now.
Oh, set it up. Who start better coach?
I'm pretty sure Jordan Hicks played with the Eagles at one point.
Yeah, he did.
And seeing him against my team, I think
Hey, no
I'll
bias,
start
no
him.
bias, no bias. Oh, start.
I
Okay,
think I'll start him.
okay.
I think I would have had to. I'm a safety guy, so I'd sit Buda Baker and
Bench.
I cut Blake Martinez.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm not even gonna include the top three. I'm gonna start Bobby Wagner. I'm gonna bench Schobert, and I'm gonna cut Jordan Hicks. That's what I'm doing,
That wasn't
because
even-
that's ridiculous.
that wasn't even-
I know. Okay, for real. All right, for real. I'm starting Buda because Buda's a specimen. How he covered Kittle was impressive. I'm not gonna hold you. After the touchdown, he was clamped. So I'm starting Buda, benching Martinez, and cutting Hicks.
He cheated.
I didn't
He
cheat.
gave us 3 and then picked the fourth one.
Hey.
You want $5?
Hey.
$1? $10? Okay, y'all got that? All right, I'm gonna take $100.
All right, sack leaders: Chandler Jones, Shaquille Barrett, T.J. Watt. Start them, bench them, cut them. Mark.
Let's meet him here again. Chandler
Jones, Shaquille, T.J.
Cut Shaquille. Bench. Who the first one again?
Chandler.
All right, so bench Chandler,
Mm-hmm.
cut Shaquille, and
Mm.
start
T.J.
TJ took all of JJ Watt's powers.
Like literally did a.
Like,
All right. He
sword.
really did his own thing, bro. He really did his own.
Right,
Go.
I'll start Chandler because he's been consistently.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Chandler's been a consistently good, amazing pass rusher. He doesn't get enough
Just a
credit.
question. Didn't TJ play safety in college?
A little bit. He came in as a safety. Then he played inside backer, like legit stand up backer. And then
Crazy.
his senior year, they moved. He did everything. He played safety,
Athlete.
linebacker, and
That's
he did it
crazy.
all. He's not really a 34 pass rusher in my opinion.
Athlete.
Like TJ's a menace. So
All right, who
Chandler, Jones, Shaquille Barrett, TJ Watt,
I'd say Shaquille, and then cut the last one. I don't know.
TJ.
I got a random one. It's not even like about the leaders. It's just Derwin James, Jamal Adams, or
I knew this was gonna come
Oh,
up. I knew this was gonna come up. I knew this was gonna come up. Oh, this is easy. Oh,
yeah.
Mika makes it a lot easier. I thought you were gonna say something crazy.
I
Like,
don't
Eddie.
know who else is the third best safety. Like I'm talking about the young ones.
Eddie Jackson.
Eddie
Jackson.
stud.
Yeah, Eddie Jackson.
It's tough. Start
That's
Jamal.
tough.
Start Jamal. Bench Derwin, and then cut.
I'm starting Derwin
cut Eddie.
James.
Nah,
starting
man.
Derwin.
Jamal
Derwin
can
does
cover better than
everything.
Eddie. I mean, Derwin
Derwin
way,
we've seen how
way better
bad
coverage.
the charge of a guy.
Oh, bro, yo, there's a picture of Derwin James on the sideline looking at Philip Rivers like,
bro, like
he got his headset on like,
bro, like Derwin, like he's like this team is literally bad without him. Like, it's
yeah,
bad.
the defense is bad.
That
Didn't know how
shows
bad.
that, like,
I did
he's
not know how bad it was, but yeah, it sucks. I'm going with start Chandler, bench TJ, cut Shaquille. Then Miles Garrett's in there too. Preston Smith is also
Start
top
Miles
five.
every time.
Oh, you gonna smack your quarterback with a
Every
helmet?
time, bro.
All right, interceptions. Devin McCourty, Minka, and Janoris is having. Well, it's a tie for third, so we're gonna include all these guys.
All right, so I'm a New York boy, so I'm
Oh wait, I gotta include everybody. So Devin McCourty, Minka Fitzpatrick, Janoris Jenkins, Marcus Peters, or Marcus Williams.
I gotta see.
Yeah, you gotta look at the list,
There's a lot
bro.
of Marcus
Everybody's tied for third. There's a lot of third
All right,
places.
so I'm a New York boy, so we starting Norris off the rip. I got to. I have to.
I gotta respect it.
I have to. We
He's
gonna.
still a pretty good corner.
Actually, I'm lying. Okay, we're gonna start Marcus Peters.
Mm-hmm. Respect the game, boy. You madness. You tripping.
This is really hard. This is actually really hard.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cause Devin McCourty can ball. I'm sorry, Janoris, bro. I gotta cut Janoris. I'm gonna put him on IR. He's on IR. So y'all still want
He's
him
not. He's
on
still
IR.
on the
come
team.
back.
He
He
can
can
come
come
back.
back.
He's
So we're
eligible.
gonna start Marcus, bench McCourty. I might just cut Minka, I guess.
Dang. Who you going with?
All right.
That one's really hard. Like that one's actually tough.
All right, I'm gonna start Devin. You know, I just really like his play. I'm gonna sit Janoris and I'm gonna cut Minka.
Okay. I'm gonna start Minka. I'm gonna bench Marcus, and then I'm
Who's
gonna
Marcus?
Marcus Peters
And Williams.
and Williams, and then I'm gonna bench and I'm gonna cut Janoris. So that is it. Shout out to Josh for the new segment. That's my boy. He the D1 walk on. He gave us the topic.
Truth, man.
Yeah, he the goon. So shout out to bro. He gave us the new topic, and that's all. That is
SBC. Sit on bench and cut him.
that is it for the football side. We're gonna transition and Broussard in the cup, man. We gonna get it in. We gonna get it in.
We slide on.
We gonna set it up. We gonna set it up.
Oh, why does it look like that?
Hey, man. We're good, man. So basketball, we're gonna have to jump straight into it.
Straight into
Heavy.
Brother got his hands.
Heavy. How's Melo doing? I don't know. Anybody know? I seen him hit a three.
10
10
points.
points.
10 points?
Yeah, 10 points.
How many minutes?
I don't know how many minutes.
Jeez.
They lost.
They lost?
Yeah, they
Dang.
lost to the Pelicans.
Dang. What?
Without Lonzo Ball.
What?
Josh Hart.
But Damian Lillard didn't play either.
Okay. Was Dame Hurd doing they resting?
Huh?
Was Dame Hurd or they resting Dame?
He had like back spasms.
Ah, I see. All right, we're gonna jump into the first topic. KCP, the worst. Yo, what are we attributing his struggles to? Like, what is the reason?
The past two games, he's actually not been bad. Last game he had like 13 or something, and the game before he had like 16.
His first week and a half of the season was god awful.
They're playing right now. You got 3 points.
In how many minutes?
6 minutes.
Okay,
Okay, that's solid. That's solid. Maybe he turned it back
It's just
around.
confidence, man. That's the thing with basketball. It's really confidence.
I feel like it is. Cause, jeez.
Why did he lose his confidence? He was a really solid Piston. When he was a Piston, he was super
When
solid.
you play with LeBron, bro.
LeBron really be
It's a
taking the
lot of
soul out
pressure,
of
bro.
guys.
It's a lot of pressure.
Gee,
bro.
it's the
Like
Jimmy
his
Butler
career,
effect.
Like for his career, he averaged like 12 or 13 points a game. This season, he averaged 6. Like cut it straight in half. Like that is crazy.
So if you were the Lakers owner and you saw KCP's first week and a half of basketball this year, would you cut him or keep him? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Rich
can't
Paul.
avoid that.
Rich Paul, baby. Rich
Dang,
Paul, baby.
that's crazy.
Can't afford to
KCP
trade.
gonna get his bag regardless. Can't even trade. Can he have a trade clause in it?
You can't trade him.
Oh, he has no trade or cut. Oh my
You
You
God.
just gotta, you stuck with him, man.
You gotta thug it out them 2 years.
But I feel like he'll start to turn around. He'll become decent, hopefully.
In the playoff push, they're gonna need him the ball desperately.
I think what really ruined his confidence when they made him guard Kawhi. Like when they made him guard Kawhi week 1, like that.
That was pretty tough. That was pretty vicious to do a young man like
very
that.
disrespectful. Hey, you
Give him
should've
one
did.
of the best players on the planet, and you're Caldwell Pope. Hey, bro, go with that boy. Go do it. You know what I
Say,
mean?
nah,
Come on,
LeBron,
Kentavious.
you're a better defensive player. No. You.
Nah, you, bro. You, Kentavious, you the man, bro.
Go guard him.
Go guard him. You
They
over
gonna
there like,
definitely,
what?
They're gonna definitely need him down that stretch.
They're gonna need him deep, and they trying to make a run for real. They're gonna need KCP bad, and we're kind of playing with his
Not
name.
bad, but
Nah, they gonna need him bad,
They
bro.
gonna need him.
They gonna need him bad, bro. They gonna need him to get buckets. No, you can't tell me you trying to go win the finals.
When we
you
go
don't
to
need
the
to get
NBA
buckets.
Finals, bro, I guarantee KCP is gonna ball.
I promise you.
I'll put money.
I
on
can see it. I can
He's
see
gonna
it.
ball.
I can see
He's gonna
K-
have a game where he's gonna be like KCP. I
and then
promise.
and then somehow, some way, he's gonna get a different bag for somehow. So they paid a lot. They played a lot for him to get him from Pistons. So
I wanted to add one more thing to this topic since we were talking about how KCP has had a downside this season. I want to talk about Draymond Green too.
hey, that's not his fault. In
Was he
Draymond's
not his-
defense,
I mean, I never knew like Draymond's what I thought he was.
yeah, like in Draymond's
No, that's not even
defense.
disrespectful. I just mean like he's what I thought he was. I always felt like Curry like helped by spreading the floor and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And now there's no real shooters on the floor anymore. So like everybody's cramming him. He's the only player on the team. And he's not a natural scorer. So
He's
I'm
not.
like,
He's
I
never
don't
going to
feel
be.
like-
The problem, and I think in Draymond's defense, he's always going to be a defensive guy. He came in the league being
He's a
able to
passer.
shoot. Yeah, he's really good at passing.
He can move the ball.
He can move the ball. Like he can. He has point guard ability, but he's not a point guard.
Point forward.
He's a point forward for sure. But he's not even a good point forward. Like let him do what he does, which is facilitate the ball to the guys to shoot.
You think there's no
for-
shooters on.
But there's no shooters no more, so they're screwed.
So would you call him a star?
No,
Not at
I
all.
never really necessarily thought he was. He's a Hall of Famer though.
he's a Hall of Famer,
Yeah, he'll make it to Hall of Fame. So you don't
first
think,
ballot.
You don't think he's a star at all?
I don't think-
any of his seasons.
No. That defensive player of the year was definitely superstar. That was Draymond, and that's Draymond Green at his best.
That was peak Draymond.
That's peak Draymond. I
So
think
he
we
hasn't
can
reached
still
his
see Draymond like that, but he has to get the pieces.
He said he hasn't reached his peak yet. That's what he said.
That
Oh
boy,
yeah, that is what he said.
that boy smoking crack. Boy.
That is what he said.
He's tripping. I don't know what you're doing now because I done seen the numbers last 7 games, last 6 games. I think the most points you put up was 11.
Sheesh, like
Terrible.
Warriors are like.
But not
straight
KCP definitely having a worse year though. The start off the season, KCP is definitely Draymond's not his fault. His team is terrible.
Yeah,
So
yeah. At least Lakers on the top. Speaking of the top, Celtics and Lakers on the top of each of their conferences.
here we go. No, this season aren't gonna go to the finals. Yeah. What?
Really, bro?
What?
Okay,
Excuse
okay,
me.
okay.
What?
I got
Y'all,
you. Wait,
y'all almost lost to the Warriors.
Huh?
Y'all almost lost, and then y'all almost lost to the Warriors. Then
was
proceeded to
really
lose. Then proceeded to lose to the Kings.
Okay, that was
Buddy Hill.
Come on! I was banking on Jalen the ball. He didn't.
Buddy Hill.
Bro, we are still.
Whatever.
No, you're good. The camera shut up. Yeah, you're good. You're straight though.
What's my got turned on?
Nah, I'm pretty sure we're still live. Are we still streaming?
Don't you got to turn on the camera though?
Nah, the camera was never off.
But it's like it's black.
Ooh, I see that, man. I gotta see it.
Yeah, that's
I'm confused, bro.
might be.
I'm
something.
confused.
I'm confused. Is it?
Nah, it's still live.
Oh, it's crazy.
No, look, it's black.
Bro,
But we're live,
But we're
but it's
live
not-
though. That's what I'm saying. But that's fine. We can be. Yeah, the camera's out there. We can be live though.
Don't we got to
Camera's
turn
up.
on the camera though?
Nah, it's just straight. Just check. We're at the back half. We're at the back half of the stream, bro.
Hey,
Like,
y'all just listen to- y'all
hey
just
man, y'all
listen to
niggas
watch
on
these
me. That's what I'm
videos.
saying, bro. You
It's
ain't
tough.
gotta see us, bro. You ain't gotta see us.
It's tough. We gonna come up though.
We
It ain't
trying,
gonna
bro.
happen
Hey,
again.
Mike, that's how you know Mike crucial. If Mike was here, this would have never happened. I swear. But no, it's not 2010 again. The C's are going to peak like they do every year.
They go to the
30
Eastern
games
Conference
in, they're going to be great.
Now they'll go to Eastern Conference Finals. They play the Sixers. There's nobody.
the Sixers have been 2-5.
There's nobody.
Hey, they're gonna play Giannis and them boys and get
nobody.
smacked.
There's nobody on the Celtics that can guard and be like. That's just the problem.
That
Y'all
is
don't
true.
have Horford anymore.
That is true.
You don't.
Like you know what I'm saying? It's not even just like
Horford's
a fact
the
that you're a better
only,
team.
literally
It's
the
more of a
only,
matchup nightmare.
the only thing that is wrong with the Celtics is the size. That's literally it. Everything else is checked off. Dead ass.
Y'all can't shoot. Aren't consistent shooters. Y'all are
No,
that Warriors game. You gonna tell me y'all was consistent shooters?
Okay,
I
that
mean,
was literally a bad
shooting.
game.
Shooting like you just had a bad night.
Nah,
They're
man.
pretty good shooting
Nah,
team.
man. There was a better shooting team with Scary Terry on there.
What do you mean?
Oh,
They're the number
me.
one offense in the league.
Nah.
Literally ranked the number one offense.
Hey, numbers be deceiving, bro.
Oh, wow.
You deceiving
Okay,
yourself.
okay.
Look. I can't even green like that, man. Y'all lost to the number one offense. Lost to the goddamn this Kings and Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield had a game.
$98 million Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield just had a great game.
Ridiculous.
Y'all sleep.
Lakers are legit a contender though. I'm not sold on the King, not the King, the Siege just yet. I like you guys a lot, and you guys are my dark horse finals winners. But yeah,
My dark horse is probably the Bucks.
Nah, y'all just being realistic. Y'all not getting past the Bucks, bro. Just keeping it stacked with you.
Wow.
Just keeping it stacked with you. Y'all not.
I still don't think Sixers going to the finals.
Hey, I don't think they are either. The Bucks are.
I got the Sixers.
I got the Bucks, and at the worst, if we really got to keep it a bag, the Raptors. Raptors could double back.
Yeah,
the Raptors could double back.
I'm with him on that one.
Yeah.
Siakam's peaking as a top 10 player in the league right now. Siakam looks like a top 10 player.
In his position or like in
NBA, he looks like a top 10 player right now.
In the whole league.
There's a lot of guys is really top 10.
Order, Bron, Kawhi, AD,
Paul up there. Paul
top
top 10.
10. He only played 2 games so far.
Kyrie top 10.
Kyrie's team's probably like what 2 and 5.
But he's still top 10. We talking about just skill, like just straight dog. It's
Siakam, have you seen Siakam?
I've seen Siakam.
Siakam can ball,
but he's not top 10. He's not top 10. Luka is top 10.
The fact that
Luka is top 10.
Luka's
top 5.
Luka is just getting the top 3.
I'll probably have Siakam at 10. But the fact that you even said like the Raptors can double back, like that's a testament to Siakam.
That is kind of true because Pascal, that boy can hoop, man.
Because you can't tell me Fred Van Fleet is the reason.
Hey, Frederico Van
Hey, he been
Vliet,
balling though.
Frederico, boy, please.
Hey, he been in his bag.
That's their future at point guard.
Funny. Let's put Miles Garrett on.
That's their future at point guard. Bro, we blacked out just like Mason Rudolph did. And Miles, man. I'm sorry, too soon. My bad.
Next topic.
Hey, bro, that game we watched.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Literally the first play we seen, this dude catches the ball, goes behind the back, crosses between 3 defenders, and goes in.
And gets into the cup, bro.
Oh,
Rookie of the year. It's not even close. He literally has to get injured for the rest of the year.
Unless Zion just comes in.
Nah, bro. Unless Zion comes in averaging 22, 10, and 10. No. Ja is too special. Like, that boy can kill it.
That is something crazy.
He's a
Bro had a
specimen.
game winner in his first 10 games. That's literally like
He's a specimen.
You up there.
So, is there anyone else that's competing with him for the rookie of the year? I say no. It's not even close.
It's not even
It's not even
close. Because
close.
I can't even name
Another
notable talents like that.
Dunn is okay. Dunn is up there. Dunn doing his thing.
with the rookie of the year, yeah, probably it's really Ja, bro.
It's Ja.
Ja and
This is almost a no-brainer. Ja and Dunn, I like Dunn a lot. And then if you want to be technical, White Boy Hero is doing his thing. So
Tyler. Oh yeah.
He could
Kendrick
be-
Nunn and Tyler Hero. And
yeah, they're kind of So I mean, but Ja is still playing lights
amazing. Like
lights out over them boys. So that's not even really fair to put those guys in the same conversation.
speaking of playing amazing, it's only been 2 games, but PG's been off to a really nice start. Or 3 games actually. 2 games, 30 points apiece.
Who they play?
Next game, the game winner.
Who they play?
Who did they just play? The Raptors?
I don't know.
It was the Hawks, right?
I didn't even get to see any
It was
Clippers
the
games, honestly.
It was the Hawks.
I didn't get to see any Clippers game, so I wouldn't know.
It was the Hawks, bro. They had to be the Hawks.
I'm about to look right
Oh,
now.
they gonna play
It was the
Celtics?
Thunder. Yeah, they finna play the Celtics
So they
tomorrow.
played the Thunder who were 2-5, and they barely beat them.
No, they beat the Hawks by 49.
I'm talking about the Thunder.
Oh, the Thunder, yeah.
So they barely
PG
beat
hit the
them.
game winner that
I'm
game.
gonna be real. Like I'm gonna be real. Like watching the Clippers right now makes me more confident in the Lakers. Because at first I was nervous.
What?
And we're like at first I was nervous. Like that first game I was like, bro, this is
The
looking
first 4
pretty
games,
bad.
it seemed like the Clippers were gonna run away with the lead.
But these past couple games, like I've watched the Clippers, like Lou Will is like a defensive liability, and down the stretch, what's his name? Pat Bev, like he's definitely a liability.
Is Lou
Like,
Will
he's
still
an
better than
offensive
Kemba
liability.
Walker?
No.
I retract that statement.
Go ahead and take that back.
Nah, you gotta hold.
Yeah, go ahead and
I gotta
take
get a line for that one, bro. I need the line, bro. You gotta chop that up. Nah, you gotta get the.
Yeah,
You
go
on
ahead and
that
take
stuff.
that back. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Admit that you take it back.
Yeah.
On November 19th, I just want to apologize to Kemba Walker.
Say it.
I don't know what I was thinking. You're not Lou Wills. He's not better.
That was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous
That
take
was
of
a
yours.
ridiculous statement.
That was a ridiculous take. You still need to get the line for that too. You need to chop up the lines for you. It's ridiculous.
Great. I'm glad you admitted that.
I mean,
I had to. But yeah,
Kemba's
the
a stud.
Clippers, they haven't really. They're definitely like the second best team in the NBA. Like in the NBA, I'll say that. They're definitely the second best team in the NBA, like by far. But like I'm more confident in the Lakers.
and I think the way they're handling like minute managing is kind of a testament to where they want to go. They really want to win a chip bad. Like PG sitting out for the first week. They resting the hell out of Kawhi early. They're gonna.
Kawhi's hurt.
Really?
Yeah,
He is. Yeah,
he
he
got
is.
like
It's a
contusion
back
or something.
But to be
contusion?
such a physical to be such a physical specimen, like he's really fragile. Like,
But it's not his fault though. He's long. He's brittle down there. Like,
but have you seen?
like he's
really
long.
fit? Like,
he's
a
bit. No, he's
big
built. No,
dude.
he's built. He's built. But I'm talking about his lower body. Looks like he skips like that, and that's a honest to God truth.
It doesn't.
It does, bro. It do. You know who got a crazy lower body? Low key, Luka. Crazy lower body. Sleep. Like, pause. Big pause. Yeah. Massive. Hold the pause. Like the camera went pause. I'm paused, bro. Chill. But like that's a guy that I'll say has a legit. Like you could tell he be in the gym just hitting legs. So I'm not really stressing like the fact that he's hurt because he can still get better. Like,
you got comments. Zion's gonna come on like Trey Young and fight for.
oh brother, who said that?
MC.
Oh no.
Does he watch out every week?
Yes, that's my boy. That's my boy
bro.
from Malik. Yeah,
Shouts out to you,
but no,
bro.
he's not doing that.
Malik that went to North Carolina?
No. That's my boy from Maryland.
Well,
That's
shouts
my
out to you,
boy.
man.
No, he's not doing that. Just keeping it back. You're not.
I mess with the vision though.
Okay, but the question I had would the Clippers really rely on PG more than Kawhi during the regular season?
Probably.
They're relying on depth. Like,
They have depth like hell. That is true.
They do have great
They
depth.
have depth
They
like
traded a lot.
hell.
Like, really, honestly, they traded away a lot of their depth to get PG though. Like, was it Giltrix Alexander and
He's been balling.
For the Thunder? Yeah,
I
tell me
forgot
about
the
him.
other dude they traded. It was another dude they traded too.
I forgot his
They
name.
still got. They still have Lou Will. They still. What's the kid with the dreads? Oh my gosh.
Montrez.
Montrez is a dog.
Like a linebacker.
Man, he's a dog. Oh my God, Montrez.
But yeah,
is a
they
monster.
saw a lot of depth, but like they
Great
traded
on the
away
board.
a lot of it. I mean, with it, I don't know. If Kawhi's not healthy, they're not winning anything because PG's gonna.
Nah, PG can hold it down. Playoff
You talking about playoff P?
I think he can hold it down in the regular season. You say regular season. Playoff P ain't doing nothing. Paul George in the regular season is terrible. Postseason is terrible.
Like even if Paul George does ball like in the playoffs, like just they're not a better team.
That's the biggest knock. He
They're not a
hasn't.
better team than the Lakers.
He hasn't been good in the playoffs since the 2011 run. Terrible in the playoffs.
That is crazy.
But granted, in the last 2 years he's made the playoffs, he's been hurt like hell. He hadn't had shoulders, and it's legit. He has not had shoulders. This is the first year he's had his shoulders fixed. So
He even said something about that.
I'm expecting to see playoff P, but I'm really I'm keeping.
Definitely good for PG. I like to see like players that like came up with injuries come
back. You put up 30 hit a game winner, so 30 for 30. So
Next.
he can carry him. You can try.
All right. So next topic is the Rockets. I know you said that
I told you.
You said that the Clippers are the second best team in the league.
But
you basically ignored the Rockets.
But didn't I tell you? I told you like I wasn't concerned about the Rockets starting off slow.
To me, bro, the Rockets are honestly like they're literally like back and forth the Kansas City Chiefs of like the NBA. They're built for the regular season. They do no defense at all. Wow. And they like have a coach that's literally offense. Mike D'Antoni and Reed is literally offense.
Bro,
and they run through one player, Patrick Mahomes and James Harden.
Like the kill is like honestly, I told you. They're gonna get hot late. I mean, not hot late. They're gonna figure out the groove and start hooping.
Like we talk about Russell Westbrook, like we're like telling you guys that he's literally the best player in the NBA by like destroying Dame when they play.
Whoa, brother.
He did.
Whoa, brother.
You didn't see the game?
Whoa, brother. I watched the game, but he ain't destroyed Dame though.
Let's just pull up the
Dame had like 13,
Yeah,
didn't he? That's a pretty bad game.
But he ain't like just humble him. I watched the highlights. I didn't watch the game though, but I watched the highlights. It ain't look terrible.
13 for Dame is pretty bad.
13 for anybody at Dame's caliber is pretty.
Russell Westbrook just proved to everybody again why he's the best point guard in the NBA.
Oh, here we go with the takes, bro.
Jeez, I mean,
Jeez,
just
please.
because Steph hurt and
Man, we seen Steph with no team. We see what it looks like. He's no longer the best player in the NBA. Best point guard in the NBA.
He's hurt. It's just kind of tough to judge a hurt guy.
No, even whenever he was healthy, like we seen him with nobody on the team.
Oh well, yeah. Van Vliet did expose him.
We seen him with
Van Vliet did expose him.
Klay Thompson being able to carry him. Like,
that is true. That
we
is
see what it looked like.
So you would consider him over Kyrie?
No.
Russell Westbrook? Yeah.
No. Mister, take 40, miss 25 of them?
I mean, bro, like
Kyrie's
dropping 40.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking
What's
about.
Brooklyn's record?
Okay,
In the
but who
East,
does
are
Brooklyn
you-
We don't care
They're in
about.
the
Bro, we
East.
don't care about
They're in the East.
records. We talking about for player. Kyrie for Russell. You taking Russell?
Russell has 28, 10.
Oh, answer my
stat
question.
padding, like,
Bro.
literally.
Answer my question.
Bro.
Answer my
Bro,
question.
how was Westbrook stat
Mo,
padded, but then
answer
like,
my
then
question.
Kyrie's
Kyrie or
not?
Russell Westbrook? You gonna take Russell Westbrook
yes.
with a straight face, and have him shoot 45 and have him miss 35 of the 45,
I'm as serious as
and miss 38 of the 45.
right now. Russell's stats right now is 21, 7 and 8 with a ball dominant James Harden on this team.
I mean, again,
There's really
nobody. Are you surprised? Are you surprised that he's
Yeah,
putting up 21? Like
There's really no second option.
what? He is
good.
He's the first option on every other team in the NBA.
Let's see what Kyrie's doing.
What?
Let's see what that. Actually, I just want to look at Brooklyn's record.
Oh,
That's what I
brother.
wanna
But
see.
we comparing player to player.
Player, we're not talking about
Let's see.
teams.
Let's see, bro.
If Kyrie had James Harden on the team, he'd be doing the same thing.
Let's see, bro. 5 and 8.
I don't know.
I literally seen Russell Westbrook with nobody on his team but Steven Adams average a triple
Steven Adams
double
is
and
center.
carry his team.
To do what?
To-
So first
to-
round exit?
When have we seen
All right.
Kyrie do that? Is
All right,
Kyrie
first
going
round
to the
exit.
playoffs this year?
All right, first
Is
round
Kyrie
exit.
going to the playoffs this year?
First round exit.
Is Kyrie going to the playoffs?
I'm asking for player. You're taking Russell.
Yes,
wait.
absolutely.
Okay.
Kyrie's stats are still good.
Okay.
Kyrie's averaging 28 and a half with five rebounds and 7 assists.
Bro,
You're letting your
bro.
bias blind you
Bro,
from those
it's not. I
obvious.
like Kyrie. Kyrie's one of my favorite point guards.
Oh,
like, bro.
God.
And you're saying Westbrook is better.
Wait, say,
Yes.
repeat his stats again. Please repeat Kyrie's stats one more
28
time.
and a half, 5 and 7.
Russell is playing better basketball than him right now. Okay. We're talking.
Who else on the Nets is going to score?
Nope, that's fine.
Nobody can score on the Nets.
So why are we like why are you the one bringing up stats? Like why should that even matter?
We're comparing player to player.
Bro, but why should that matter? If like you're the only
Bro,
person on
the
the team that
combo
can
literally
score.
was player to player, wasn't it?
Player to player. I've seen Russell Westbrook on a team by himself carry his team to the playoffs. Is Kyrie even gonna carry this Brooklyn Nets to the playoffs in the East?
We gonna see.
We're gonna see,
Like,
bro.
bro,
We gonna
But
see.
we're not talking about teams.
It's
We're talking
really,
about players.
It's really only
Bro,
week
that
3.
is a player though. That's a
Oh.
player thing. If he's by himself and he can't carry them to the playoffs,
Oh, brother, this guy.
is that not a player? Is that
stinks.
not a player stat?
Oh, this
What?
guy stinks.
That
Not
you compare
everybody's
somebody to the
LeBron.
playoffs?
I want you to realize that.
Russell Westbrook carried the Thunder to the playoffs.
To a first round
Are
exit.
you dumb?
To a first round
In the
exit.
West.
He is a
In
first
the
round exit.
West.
To a first round.
In
To
the
a first round exit.
In
Right
the
or wrong?
West.
Did
He was
he
in
even
the
make
West.
7 games? Did they even make 7 games, brother? Answer my question. Terry Rozier.
How would you even call Kyrie
Terry
better?
Rozier is carrying
Your team
the.
got better when Kyrie left.
Okay,
How you
Kyrie
call
has a
Kyrie
bad
better?
ego.
Terry Rozier can carry the Hornets to a playoff. I don't understand what are we comparing
I
this
wish
with?
the mic was on. Like, this right
I
here.
think that was out of line. I ain't gonna lie to
Nah,
you.
bro.
That was-
Scary
that
Terry
was-
can get it in, bro.
that was-
They lucky
that
they
was-
can't see you snoring that imaginary line, bro.
That was out of line. I have a shirt on right now, and that was out of line.
Hey man, look. I'm keeping it in a bag with you. Drew Bledsoe can do it. Like I don't care what you say.
You don't even got his name right. It's Eric.
It's Eric. It's Eric.
Bro, he said no, Kyrie would not do the same as Russ.
What, bro? You're telling me Russell Westbrook, Mister, put up 50, shoot
Bro,
50, and
the
put up only
way
28?
Kyrie would not bring the team to the playoffs is because of his own ego. That's really it. Literally it. That's the only reason he would not be able to bring the team.
That is true.
There's no ego
That
with
is
the
true.
team right now.
That is
He has
true.
nobody else on the
That
team.
is true.
It's
No.
just him. It's just him. Nobody else on this team even
He doesn't have chemistry with nobody.
Remember, this was the same Kyrie that hated playing with LeBron. So yes, Kyrie's ego can destroy a whole organization. Like high key. Like Kyrie can have beef with anybody he wants. It could be the owner, it could be the janitor, it doesn't matter.
Man,
Kyrie's ego will destroy a team.
You You talking about the same Kyrie that dropped 40 in the finals with LeBron on the team?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Russ ain't
We're
been
talking
to
about the Russell that averaged 3 triple doubles back to back.
the same Russ that hasn't been to the finals since 2012. Yes, that same Russell Westbrook.
Bro, let's
Yes,
not act like
yes,
Kyrie was not
yes,
carried to the finals
yes,
by Ron.
yes, yes.
Carried?
All right, we gotta go to the next topic, bro. We gotta fly through. We gotta
What
fly
did
through.
Kyrie do before Ron got there?
We gotta fly through.
They was drafted number 1 every year. Every year. They was drafted number 1.
I wish I could see this. This is good content.
Why the camera gotta be on?
Bro, the camera died at
Why
the
the
worst
They
time, bro.
drafted number 1.
Oh my god.
Bro, this is.
We gonna move on to the next topic.
We didn't even talk about the real topic. I told, but I want to point this out. I did say,
Don't ever look at me and tell me Kyrie's better than. Bro, don't ever look at me right now and tell me that Kyrie.
bro, they're even. What are you
That's
saying?
higher. That's higher. That's higher.
Oh,
Higher
fucking
points,
bro.
higher rebounds, higher
Oh,
assists,
God.
higher
Get-
steals.
Get his meat out your mouth. Oh my goodness.
Bro, like,
no.
even look at the percentage. You
No.
make it seem like the percentage is like Russell just shooting terrible percentage. That's 43 to 46.
All right, so if you need somebody to hit a game winning shot, you take Kyrie or Russell.
I'm gonna take Kyrie. I ain't.
Like Kyrie, but that doesn't.
Listen, okay, I'm a
That doesn't determine
piggyback
somebody's a better
this.
player.
I'm a piggyback this. Who can lead your team with another superstar to a Finals MVP? I mean, to a finals championship. Russell Westbrook or Kyrie Irving,
If you think about it, Russell Westbrook had
You've seen
KD
Russell-
and James,
and then do nothing.
Bro, like, they played the Miami Heat with.
Oh,
Dwayne
shut
Wade.
up.
Dwayne
Oh,
Wade,
shut
LeBron,
up.
Chris Paul.
Oh, be
Bro, they played
quiet.
the best player in like NBA history. Come on, fam. Like,
Okay,
be realistic.
Bro, Kyrie played the 73-9 Warriors. What are you talking about?
With the greatest player in NBA history.
Okay, that don't
Be realistic,
matter.
fam.
It was one guy. It was two guys against five of the greatest players of all time.
Be realistic, fam. Like, bro, y'all bullshit. Oh, crap.
Yeah, hey,
Oh, man, I'm so sorry, bro.
Oh, he blew it. Oh, yo, episode 13 is a bad luck episode. This is the bad luck
Bro, I just
episode.
couldn't do it no more.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
Yo.
I'm so sorry.
We gotta blow through the topic. Hey, Mello, you up next?
Yeah,
Agent
Melo.
the double O Mello, bro. Double O
Vic, your
Mello.
man just killing you with facts. Thank you, bro.
No, he's not.
Yes, sir,
Stop,
bro.
bro.
It's
He's
factuals,
not.
bro.
No, y'all just riding Russell so hard.
It's
he
literally
he
not.
just hoops.
Bro, y'all
Just
are
hoop.
riding Vic. What's not Vic? Y'all riding Kyrie.
No, we not. Have you seen this man hoop?
Have you seen Russell?
Yes. All Russell does is
All right, all right.
and follow
All right,
through
all right.
and get to the line.
Let me ask you a question. All right,
Who gonna guard Kyrie? Bro, who gonna guard Kyrie with a handle?
Can I
Oh,
ask you
you
a question,
smoking
bro?
crack, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
All right, bro.
Besides scoring, like what is like Kyrie better at?
Handles, passing. Well,
No,
passing,
no, he's
passing.
better at passing.
Handles for sure. It's not even close.
No. So
I can't even give you that
Well,
one.
yeah, he does have two
Is he
triple
better
double
at
titles.
rebounding?
No,
Is he
Kyrie
better at
don't want to
defense?
rebound though.
Is he better at defense?
No.
All right, so he's better at scoring. That's the only thing you
Better at scoring, got
and he
better
average,
handles.
and he's better at scoring, and he only averages like with 2 less points. So like, like, bro, come
Curry,
on.
I feel like Kyrie is overall just a
Still better-
more efficient offensive player.
Yes.
Not saying like field goal percentage wise, but I'm saying like turnovers, all the other intangibles when it comes to the offense. Kyrie is better.
And then Russ is better at everything else involving basketball.
And
Like
doesn't have a
rebounding,
ring.
Like
Yes.
rebounds, bro. Like,
And does not have a
God,
ring.
bro.
Yes.
Rings do not matter, bro.
What?
Is Allen Iverson not better than Kyrie?
I mean,
And Allen Iverson does not have a ring.
I mean, if Kyrie keep going
Is
at this
Derek
pace,
Fisher better than Allen Iverson?
no.
All right, so don't tell me about the ring. Don't even come to me about the ring.
Yo. I should have said yes. I should have said yes for the sake of the ring. Should have said yes for the sake of the ring. We're going to talk about Melo now. Agent 0, 000, 007, 918. Shout out the game. Melo, he signed with the Portland Trailblazers, not the Pelicans. Portland Trailblazers. They lost to the Pelicans just this past couple hours. How do you feel about the Melo signing? Much needed.
It's solid. Yeah, they need
Much needed. They need Melo bad though.
they need scoring like off top.
Ooh, they can't just depend on damn. CJ don't know what he's doing. I don't know what.
CJ
what
been
the hell
having
CJ doing?
horrible season.
Man, seriously, he's not having KCP level, but
he's been
it's
sticking it up.
been bad.
He's been stinking it up. For
Woo,
real.
it's been bad. So I say this to say that Melo is one of the greatest scorers of all time, if not the greatest. The way he was almost blackballed from the NBA was a tragedy, but he is going to be the greatest basketball player of all time to never win a ring, more than Charles, because Charles was
Wait, the greatest basketball player
To
of
never-
all time to
to
never win a ring?
Melo. I say
Do you
that.
agree with this?
I say that with full pride.
I'm about Allen Iverson. I'm a big Allen Iverson.
I mean, AI is 2. Melo
I'm really
1.
big Iverson. Bro, I think
I'll
that's
take AI.
bro. Oh my god, but not Kyrie. Carmelo Anthony has averaged over 20 points for his first. How many seasons he's played? I really don't play
18?
It's like 18 seasons, so I'm gonna just guess. Like I don't feel like accounting all those 20s.
It's probably a good.
I think it's at least his first 8.
16.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
averaged
my
20
gosh.
points.
The man is a
He's certified in the scoring category. Certification is a scorer.
So since he came in the league at 19 years old, he's averaged 20 points until he was 33 years old.
Come on. He's not one of the greatest to never win a ring. Cause he's not gonna win it with Portland. He's not. So
I'm still picking AI. I'm not.
That's crazy.
I like AI. I love AI.
I mean, that's crazy.
Russell Westbrook.
What do you think he can do with the? Back to topic. What do you think he can do for the Blazers?
I think KD.
What do you?
KD won a ring.
KD has a ring. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He has
He
2
didn't.
with the Warriors. 2
He didn't
fat
win a ring.
ones.
He didn't win the ring.
He found 2
They don't
fat
count?
ones.
No.
Oh, that's ridiculous. He definitely won the first one was kind of
I was
cheap.
really just throwing a slug.
Yeah, the first one was kind of
I
cheap. The
really
second
throwing a
one, he definitely earned that one. Second one, he definitely had to fight for it.
I was really just throwing a slug. I love KD
He
though.
had to fight for it. It was.
He didn't. I mean, it was 4 up. I mean, they blew LeBron out, but I mean, he still earned it though. He earned it.
Gerald Smith gave him a win.
Yo, ridiculous.
KD the greatest scorer of all time. That's off topic, but like all time.
Melo?
KD is a better scorer than Melo.
You're drunk if you think Melo a better scorer than KD. KD came in the league winning scoring titles. KD came in the league off the rip winning scoring titles. Bro, KD off the
Melo?
rip. Off the rip.
All right,
Off the
anyway,
rip,
we gonna have this discussion. What do you think Melo can do for the Blazers? I keep almost saying the Pelicans, Blazers.
Just like provide a quick spark. That's what they
Bro,
need.
they
But
need
Melo not gonna be enough. But like they definitely need a scoring spark.
I just feel like Portland's at the point where they're like, bro, we need to try something. Like we need something to work. Like we need I don't know what it is, but we just need to do something.
Don't they have Whiteside?
They do have White.
What's he doing?
Who?
Okay, exactly.
Now he a rebounding machine.
Yeah,
That's really it.
Man, I can shoot that.
that's all he's really
KD's
ever
averaged 20 points since he came in the league as well. From 2007 to 2018, he's been averaging 20 points. He's gonna continue averaging.
He's
over
gonna
20
continue
points.
averaging over 20 points. Off top.
Melo's still better.
There's no way.
What do you think? What do you?
Y'all hear this?
Do you think
Man
that? What, do you
averaged
ever think
27
the Pelicans? I said the Pelicans again. The Blazers resign Melo?
Blazers gonna re-sign Melo?
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
Really?
I really think they will.
I really think they would.
I think they would.
Or at least let him do a farewell tour at the worst.
He's not getting a farewell tour.
That's crazy. What?
Somebody said, "Ed, I don't want my money."
Hey, they want their money, dog. You owe them money.
He can't make you like the market.
Hey, they say on their
Money for
Debo.
what?
They say
Money
you
for
give them the
what?
money. I don't even know, bro.
He has 4 scoring titles.
All right. Next topic is hey, bro. Melo's still that dog, bro. Melo's still that dog. Next topic, Ed. Set
I
it
want
up.
y'all to think hard about one dominant player that nobody's been talking about this season.
Jaylen Brown. Don't you dare say it. Don't you dare say Jaylen Brown. Okay.
Nah, he's not nowhere near
Okay.
dominant.
Luka? I don't know.
Think long and hard.
I think of every team.
Pause.
Big pause.
Let me see.
I don't know.
Let me see, bro. Hold on.
I don't know.
Let me see.
That's not LeBron.
Let me see. Yeah, because everybody know that. That's
Not Zion. Zion hurt. Yeah.
I'm gonna pencil Braun in.
Uh.
I'm like, in a weird way, it's really Giannis. Like nobody's talking about Giannis.
It was Giannis.
Giannis is
No.
scoring like 40 points.
Yeah,
like-
Giannis is putting up triple doubles.
Like, nobody.
My-
I was
my
gonna.
player
Is it
was-
Devin Booker?
No, the player
Could be
I
say
was
Bradley
naming
Beal.
was.
Don't say.
That's who
It was Bradley Beal.
He's averaging 30 a game.
Really?
I didn't even know
Bradley?
that.
30 a game.
Oh, what? Hey man,
I
they
just seen that.
they pay John Wall for no reason. They pay John Wall for no reason.
He's 30, basically 7. Basically, so he's 30.7 assists and 4.7 rebounds.
That's a MVP
He's
stat line.
He's been putting up an
What?
MVP stat line
Only
just on the trash team.
only on 3 turnovers.
Wow, man, Washington is depressing. That is a depressing franchise.
Hey, free
Gilbert
Brad.
Arenas was right. Everything
Brad.
said free Brad, bro.
Free Brad.
He got that $2 million contract, bro. He ain't coming out.
I
He
don't
stuck
know.
there for a break. They ain't getting rid of him.
Jeez.
They paid John for no reason then, because Bradley Beal is doing everything John Wall should be doing. John is hurt because he
Free
fell.
Brad, free Brad.
Andrew Wiggins too.
Andrew Wiggins having what
Above
everybody
wants him.
He wants him to
Wants
do.
him to
basically.
do. Like I'm not impressed by this year by Wig at all. Like it's what we knew you could do.
It's my favorite speaker.
So, on me. So
But yeah, Bradley Beal is having a hell of a season.
speaking of Bradley Beal, NBA first team predictions, man. Bradley Beal's making it. Nah, it's gonna be James, Russ, LeBron. Probably you could throw Kawhi in there at the 4.
Wait, you said James, Harden?
I said James, Russ, because they're all in the West.
Start by point guard.
Start by point guard, Harden.
Point guard will probably be
Harden.
Harden?
They'll probably put Russ. They'll put Russ at point guard.
Okay, Russ at point.
Wait, you put Russ at the point guard?
For the West, yeah, for the West, all team, yeah.
I'll probably put Luka. Luka's a point guard.
Oh yeah.
Luka
Really, man, that's crazy. I really see him as a small forward. Like,
Luka
honest to
is a point
God.
guard.
So Luka won.
Luka, okay, then Luka won.
Not PG.
James
Harden
2, LeBron 3,
Harden 3, AD at the 4.
and then
5 probably Embiid.
no. Do they do for the West or they do
That's
for
the whole
NBA? Yeah,
Whole
Embiid.
Wait.
No. Giannis can do it. Giannis
Wait,
can
you
do
said
it.
80 at the 4?
Yeah, Giannis can do it too.
They're gonna probably put Giannis at the
Giannis at the 4. AD might make second team. LeBron might even make second team. Honestly,
LeBron?
Yeah, honestly.
Not the way you've been playing.
Honestly,
Not the
I
way you've
wouldn't
been
be surprised. They
playing.
gave LeBron.
Who a better small forward than LeBron?
Hey,
Right?
they gave LeBron third seed last year, and he played
last
great.
year.
He played like 20 games.
Hey, but he played great. All 20 of them.
He still played 20.
He didn't deserve third seed. He could at least get him second seed. That was ridiculous. That was
He
asinine.
played 20 games. I
That
completely
was
understand.
asinine. No, that was asinine what they did. That's ridiculous.
Nah, I
Honestly, I really see Luka as a small forward. I forget that he plays the point. I honestly do. I honestly forget he plays the point.
everybody.
He's a big point.
He's a massive point. He's a massive point guard. Like, seriously. So, I mean,
That's another ball. That's
bro,
another ball.
we have too many
That's
pause
another
moments.
ball,
The
bro.
camera falling.
You can't say
You
that.
cuss. Like, this
Bro, you can't-
has been the
He said
this
he's
has
a
been
massive point. Like, you can't say that.
this has been the Bad Luck Podcast. Episode
I told
13.
y'all we taking this to the next
Episode
level.
13 is gonna go back as the funny Bad Luck Podcast. Like, everything.
This was actually hilarious.
It was funny though. It was funny. I can't believe you said the cuss word, man. You can't cuss on live
Bro,
air.
when I
Bro.
get
You
argued
don't get us
with
the.
kids,
You don't get us
bro.
the. I still can't believe you said
They
that
not
about
gonna give me-
Kyrie.
Bro,
Kyrie's
like, you know, you like get like an internship, bro. Like you be applying for college. So when I go to Texas State, I'm be applying for like the.
They're gonna look at this episode
they
specifically.
gonna be like they gonna be showing me like, sir, look at this.
Look at this right here.
It's gonna be a black
He's gonna be back again. Like, this is not your person. No sir. Not me. This Martin go deep. No sir. Not me.
Like no sir. Facts.
Hey man, we're gonna end it there, bro. That's it, man. Fifth Quarter Sports. Thank you all for tuning in. We're sorry for the technical difficulties, man. We're trying to give y'all some great entertaining podcast content, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Josh, DQ, Fazo. Everybody that supports the Fifth Quarter Sports
Asher.
Podcast. Shout out to the whole
Frankie.
shout out to the whole group chat, Dorcas Heads, man. Shout out to y'all guys for tuning in, bro.
Our fans, bro.
Appreciate y'all for
People that
sure.
tune in
Shout out
every
to
single
everybody.
week.
Hey
Shout out
Malik,
to-
bro, we don't give you enough credit. You tuned in every
Shout out to the Vics.
single episode, bro.
Shout out to Vic's
Real-
DMV boys.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all boys for
every
real.
single week.
Appreciate it for real, man.
Man, we just trying to take it to the next level, man.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
You got
We'll
anything to
see
say?
y'all next week.
Y'all got it, bro.
Hey, man, Kyrie's for MVP. That's all I'm
Next
saying.
week for episode 14, tune in. It's gonna be live. We already know it.
We're gonna try not.
Thanksgiving week too.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Thanksgiving special, bro. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna try not to have the camera die this time, for
We're
sure.
gonna put like turkeys or something.
Hey, man, we gotta
put something like
we gonna get a turkey. We gonna put the logo on it. All right, guys, y'all stay blessed.
Appreciate y'all. Stop recording and stop streaming.
Streaming.